and fire up the audio. The audio is fired.
Fire!
Because we keep forgetting to do this. We've rolled Destiny, Obligation, Duty, all that stuff. If you guys spent your EXP last time, why don't we go ahead and start by talking about what you did?
I got...
Axe started? Go ahead.
go.
I got all I got was just my third thing of grit out of the 5 I have available.
Pretty good. You are, I believe, one of the people who is somewhat stressed about his strain threshold, usually.
I got 16 now.
That's pretty good. Definitely on the high side. Alright, anybody else? Any other takers?
I'll go. Okay, so I got the grid because I think I'm going to be getting the only other force rating in the hermit tree. So I'll be at force rating for probably maybe next session, but I got the 25 grit there.
25 grit, jeez.
As an expensive
Well,
grid.
not like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 season grit. It's not fun, but you have to do it just to get to some effed up, fucked up trees.
Yeah, that's a little weird thing sometimes I see sometimes. It's like, I want to get this cool thing.
The most
well,
fucked up
it's
trees
a pretty typical
Imperial
system
Berserker.
of RPG balancing, especially with like trees and stuff. Sometimes you gotta eat a few shit sandwiches. Sometimes you have to get double heart piercer to get increased stagger damage lucky. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving us crit gatekeeping.
Oh yeah, I'm actually only 35 experience away from my vacation.
Okay, so what not Mega, I don't know why I said that. So what Lucky decided to spend his EXP on is he bought a rank of Toughened, which was 5, and then he bought Precision Strike, which was 10, and Improved Precision Strike, which is 15.
Nice.
Alright, that means
Cool.
you can suffer strain to switch out any crit you do with an easy or average crit.
Yes. Well, technically, I can do, actually, this was something
Well, so you can, I believe the way it works is, I'd have to double check the wording, is when you inflict a critical injury, before you roll, instead of rolling, you can be like, I would like to pick.
Yes. And with the easy, I can do that whenever. With improved, I can do that once per round. Later, when I get Supreme, I can do that once per session. Well, that makes sense, because they stack up higher. And also I know you've said you won't do this, but they have to consider that some people will. There are some players who just look at... They ask what they can do, not what they should do. That classic joke. Which one is overpowered? Is it average? It's average.
Yeah, that's probably why it's once per round. It's so you can't keep overpowering, because you could theoretically keep... I attack again, I crit. I attack again, I crit.
Yeah, so but even so, it's like, I've already said that when I do start using this, I'm going to use things to basically fuck up, like give reds to other rolls and just not keep piling on damage. Unless they really piss me off.
Yeah, and you can save that for tanky. It's much better since you are... Is this in Martial Artist?
Yes.
Okay,
well,
yes.
The first 2 are in Steel Hand, but they're also in Martial Artist. Okay. Supreme's in Martial Artist.
Alright, okay, so you got these at a Steel Hand.
Yes.
Even so, as a melee unarmed character, it makes sense for you to focus on, like, oh, I can hit your knee, or hit your joints, or whatever, and do specific strikes to debuff enemies, rather than be like, and also I'm just going to punch your heart out. Anybody else?
Yes, I am the last one, I believe, and what I've done is I've boosted Cool and Vigilance up to 3, so I am not rolling just 2 yellows for initiative.
Alright, well, that's a good time for me to go ahead and remind everybody this episode is brought to you by our patrons like Adam DeHarp, Ahaka Comics, Architect 10, Black Steel G, Carlos, Qua, Jeremy Vasquez, Kylie Denton, Legendary Boss Hunter, Rogue Robin, Shawnee P, Some Guy Named Bob, Soda-san, over 24723 Video Games and Tech. Read if you like what you want to see more consider supporting on Patreon. Give money.
Give.
Alrighty. So,
And
we did some... Well, yeah, you already give lots of money. We did some discussion off mic, which is how I ended last week, I think I was like. And if you want to ask me any questions, so you did that about 4 hours ago. But so we've discussed some of the info off mic already, and you have your plan. I'm going to assume that probably to plan your plan, and possibly to go see if you can scrounge up any supplies, you're going to dock with the station again. Yes. That is important, because if I'm not wrong, you guys should have a blown Navi computer right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Anybody remember what that is? Is that easy or average?
I think it's average.
Okay, because while you guys are planning and discussing and getting your info, the station staff will probably go ahead and attempt to fix that for you, and maybe do some real quick high-level maintenance, but the thing about hull trauma is that that's like days of work and money to repair outside of like the one you get in a combat. So
Yeah.
Camo has done all the flash welding he can do to fix the ship. So your damage level is probably going to stay the same outside of.
Did I roll? I don't forget I remember rolling to fix the critter. Did I?
No, you did not. That's why I brought
I'm
it up. But you're not
I'm just-
fixing it. Plan.
Okay.
It's the purpose of NPCs so that they can do stuff like this. They didn't fix it.
Oof.
Oh,
Try out those.
I'm just
maybe.
picturing that, like, you look at the inside, there's just duct tape everywhere.
Okay, so you can't go to hyperspace yet.
Yeah.
So probably what that means is they don't have the components to fix it. You're going to have to scavenge them from another ship, which you don't have, or you're not going to hyperspace anytime soon. However, they did get a triumph and a couple of advantage. How much hull threshold damage do you have?
Scroll up a bunch.
Well, don't bother scrolling. One of you should have put it in a note because it was important.
Lucky did it because he wasn't mentally there.
I remember Marth saying he was, but that's my
I
memory.
remember. I'm just had to search. I know it was some sort of multiple of 3.
Well, we don't really need hyperdrive to get to where we need to go, right? It's just another space station.
Yeah, but we needed to go home.
Yes, you will need it fixed eventually, but
Hey, we can
Okay,
scavenge
I'm
one of their shit.
15.
Yeah, 15.
15. Okay, so flush any system string you have. They get rid of that.
Okay,
That's
so
pretty
there
easy.
were 3. So
Yes,
that's
and knock off 2 of that hull trauma damage. But that's all they can do without you guys spending a lot of money and a lot of time in dry dock. And you still have a fried Nava computer.
yes.
Yeah.
This is basically they'd go full pit crew while you guys are talking with the Tailwind team and like actually figuring shit out. So,
Ironically, this crit means we're actually like stuck here until that's fixed.
I mean, if
that
nothing
is
else,
the purpose.
if nothing else, we might. Like I said, if we
On the
can
positive side, at least it's not the effect if you didn't have a hyperdrive. Then you'd really be fucked.
Yeah, no. Either we gotta probably bum. If nothing else, we'll recover the Sentry and bum home there, or we'll bum right off the Tailwind. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know how much space they got. I don't know.
They got a
For
lot of
now-
space. They got a fat belly troop transport. It's got like room for like 30 guys, I think.
So, but that's endgame. Right now, we need to talk about how we are going to approach the Vapormill station.
Right.
So, as I said, we asked Omega off mic about some information, and he gave us the lowdown. Because thanks to the crew of the Tailwind, they've already been doing preliminary investigations into these people, so they were able to share what they know with us.
Yeah, this is why they can't help you directly because the Vapormill will probably try and like shoot them on sight or something because they're claiming they're dirty criminal corpo spies or something.
And at the moment, I'm kind of inclined to believe them, as we have, as we like to put it, strong circumstantial evidence that they just ran off with the fucking Sentry, the ship that we are trying to track down. So, what the station is supposed to be doing, apparently, is gathering nebular gases to produce fuel cells and stuff for, starship fuels. Very explosive stuff, very dangerous.
For the audience at home, it's all hydrogen-based stuff. Hydrogen, heavy hydrogen. The funnest.
We got a description of the station. It's a double ring type. Let's see how Mega wrote it. It has a long central spoke with the command center on one end, and then the long stick picking out is docking and extracting for the mining tugs. The upper ring is known to be normal operations, living space, basic and technical stuff. The lower deck is where the refining and storage takes place. This has several large internalized docking bays between the two rings, so hey, can fill up tanker ships. Oh, that's supposed to be they. We were able to get a name. The foreman of the station is Hataran Volsh.
Hataran Volsh.
Volsh. And Omega notes here that in general, the group has decent intel that the Vapormill Union is involved in a couple dodgy activities. Most prominently, they cut their fuel with inert noble gases so they can sell it more at wartime prices. This is also in violation of some environmental rules that they should be putting any inert gases back in the nebula.
Basically they're doing the classic cutting their fuel trick.
They have less intel. The Vapormill has also been selling to the Separatists and may have made some illegal military upgrades to the station, such as heavy weapons or other material purchases from the CIS. So this basically means, that chances are fair that the Vapormill Union might be on the Separatist payroll and might have something to do with the Sentry disappearing. Unfortunately, this means that we also probably can't go guns blazing. One, our ship isn't the best to deal with that. Two, if we were to show up with a tailwind, they probably start shooting again immediately. Was there a 3? I don't know if there's a fucking 3, but there's probably a 3 in there. I'm just not thinking about it.
Yeah.
And 3, and if we come in there, as I said, Marth mentioned this, we could have a potential hostage situation on our hands. So this has led me to believe that we probably want to try talking our way or sneaking our way in. And I haven't entirely decided which is the best. Talking our way in will require some wild, outlandish lies, maybe. I'm not sure, while sneaking our way in will require some equipment and some setup.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned this while you guys were discussing your plan. If you want to full-blown sneak on board, you are going to need pre-prep.
Yes.
Because you don't have a stealth ship, and I don't think you brought any, I don't think anybody brought any vacuum gear with them.
I think the best
really.
case is, honestly, we lie ourselves onto the station, and then maybe some of us just break off and then try to sneak through the station.
Well, here's the thing. When people break off, they say, weren't you 4 guys? Weren't you 4 guys before? Why are you 2? That brings suspicion.
I mean, you do have some extra clones.
That's true.
We can, yeah.
Well, as I said, if you wanted to sneak up before when we started to sneak off, then that's definitely a thing. But again, it's one thing to send you off on a mission where we're already knee deep in combat.
Yeah.
It's another thing to send you into a full situation. But like I said, that's what I said. My biggest concern is making sure we are on board the station before any hostilities break out.
Yeah, that's the best.
Once we are on the station, we can probably have a better chance of
Negotiating
or negotiating by force.
Yeah.
But again, this is I want to talk to you guys because, like I said, I've narrowed it down to we're gonna either have to talk aboard or sneak aboard. But I want to know what you guys particularly want to do yourselves.
Sneaking on board, to me, seems like it's going to be a bit difficult for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The best thing we could try to do maybe is something similar to what Axe said, but try to talk our way on board, and let a few of us, I don't know, try to diplomacy our way on board, while, say for instance, Axe is hidden somewhere and tries to sneak away, so they don't notice that one of us is missing, since he was never there to begin with.
I was kind of
the
imagining
old
that...
axe in a box trick.
Actually,
Yes.
no. I was more imagining that he's just going to have the optical camouflage turned on as everyone goes from their ship onto the station, so he's walking with them, but since he's optical camouflage, he can just kind of veer off, and no one will notice.
Okay, it's not. I mean,
Yeah.
it's good, but it's not that good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You will have to make stealth rolls, which will
Yes.
not require lots of stuff, and probably have
No.
situational modifiers for walking around in the open.
Honestly,
Also, it is just optical.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be best if that when we depart from the ship, you just immediately depart and break off into
Some hallways or dark closets.
The
something, yeah.
the hide in a crate or just not be there trick kind of probably is a good one.
Yeah.
You do have it's disconnected right now. You guys will have to let me know if you want to hook it back up, but you do have the extra crew pod, the cargo pod, currently unhooked from your ship.
So,
Say-
do we have any particularly sneaky clones among the boys?
Let me double check their specialties.
'Cause I don't like sending Axe alone, even if he.
And it's
Oh, that's
the
fair.
wrong folder. Notes.
But yeah, no, just thought I'd
But
offer
that
that.
Sneaks
because
is the classic soldier tradition of an ironic name.
Yeah.
He's
No,
not actually sneaky.
Hence why he's wearing squeaky sneakers.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no,
Not
just thought
in
I'd offer
particular
that
in
as
your
a-
squad. You have a couple of high levels. Your clone sergeant Tops, for instance, is he's a Geonosis veteran. He's a top performing clone trooper, but he is not extra sneaky.
Might be best just to send Axe on his own then.
We were still in solo, I probably could have gotten out of some clone, some stealth gear, and then maybe some adaptive.
I mean, yeah,
skin,
you have
but
a whole.
right
That
here.
is a thing. You are technically a whole Force Recon squad, but you are the
Yeah, we
Swamp
didn't-
Dogs. So
Right, yeah, right here we're not really in a chance, so we just go
And
with
you
what we
didn't-
have.
I mean, if we're willing to risk it, Camo and Boots can be the ones to try to sneak on board, while the Jedi are the ones doing diplomacy negotiations.
Yes, the boots man who shot the fucking life support immediately.
Yes.
That was still a pretty great roll, honestly, but that was just like,
Hey, I fixed it.
it's okay.
You didn't need to.
Alright.
Aramaa just mumbles and grumbles in the background.
Aramaa just rada. And also, since you do some harder stuff, I can explain. Like, so you don't know whether or not they have illegal heavy weapon systems. You do know that this thing should come with some light laser cannon turrets for self-defense, and has several big boy tractor beam emitters because it's basically a space oil rig.
I was about to ask like the size of the scale of the station, but
SIL 6, crew 200, passenger capacity 100.
Gotcha.
Encumbrance capacity 20,000.
Jesus.
It's like I said, it's a space oil rig. It's not as chunky as like a full-blown capital ship, but it's for you. It's pretty chunky.
Yeah, I said, and we have reports that there might be some illegal mods in there. So now we just need to come up with the cover story that's going to get us in there.
What kind of credentials do you need for like a proper like surprise inspection?
None.
Well,
I can
none.
literally
It's a surprise inspection.
I can literally just be like, hey, we've heard there's been some pirate activity, and we have a missing courier, we're coming on board, so we need just to make sure everything is on the up and up, blah, 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 blah. I just basically keep talking and keep moving forward and don't give them a top chance to say no. That's a legitimate fucking tactic.
I feel like, let's see.
That's the clipboard and lab coat tactic.
I think that's one tactic. Let's see, like, we should at least have a second plan if needed. So let's think about that.
Okay, I will say this. If you're talking about cover stories, there's no backup plan.
Yeah.
If you use a cover story and it doesn't work, there's not really an opportunity to go, JK lol, this is what I'm actually after. Like, maybe you could you could modify your story in the moment, but you cannot pre-plan, like, ready for surprise inspection. No, you're not.
I more meant...
I'm glad you caught on.
I more meant the thing of having a other cover story to go with instead of that one, if we felt like it might work better, depending.
Well, if you want to brainstorm cover stories, now's the time. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. No, as I said, like, again, Aramaa's a goddamn Jedi. She has clones, so she can say she's in an official capacity, and technically, we are. Like, here's the thing: we have the great what is it called? The best lies are the ones that are mixed with the truth. We are looking for a sentry. There have been pirate attacks in the vicinity. Things are looking a little weird, so we're just doing.
Your ship is also battle damaged.
It was also battle damaged. So, yeah, we can literally just be like, hey, we are concerned about the station, we're doing an inspection, the other station had separatist droids on it, and we'll just dismiss all their things. Like, oh, no, everything's totally fine. It's like, no, we insist. And then we just insist the hardest.
You insist right up until you park on their doorstep.
Yes. Is it going to take a lot of blustering and a lot of checks to be like, yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, but this is what kind of social conflicts are about.
Yeah.
I said, if we get lucky, they'll let us at least park, and as I said, once we're actually on the station,
anything can happen, we're okay.
Yeah, anything can happen, but we're in a position not to get immediately blasted by their fucking planetary scale weapons.
Because those will destroy us.
Most destroy us.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a basic rule of just like, once you're actually in the ship, you just have to deal with people.
Yeah.
We can deal with people.
Yeah, and actually, I will, since you guys are reasonably intelligent.
I hope so.
I mean, at minimum, you got 2 int. Nobody took like a dumb alien. And I think several of you have like 3 or 4 int. Since this did come up, because it only just happened now, not with your pre-planning, you do have a blown Nava computer.
Yeah.
And there's no spare parts for it on the heap. So, you could... If you have to insist on a reason why you have to land, you could say our Nava computer's damaged, we need to, wait somewhere for, well, I don't know if you want to go full-blown, we need to wait somewhere for reinforcements. This is the thing, like Lucky's talking about, like, the social blustering. The thing you always got to be careful is you don't want to push too hard, because you'll freak them out. You want to push hard enough that they maybe make mistakes, or maybe they let something slip, but if you press people too hard too fast, they freak out.
Yes.
But you could work that into your cover story, because it's also, again, the best lies contain the truth. It's also literally true.
Yes. So we can literally talk about there has been a pirate battle. We have a missing ship. there is saboteur droids on the other station. So for the safety of everyone in the sector, we need to land, see about repairs, and check for potential sabotage. At this point, At this point, they will probably stick someone to us to pointedly guide us around. Yeah. And we will basically play along while Camo hopefully gets to the bottom of things. Does that sound alright to y'all?
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to stick anybody else with Camo?
Boots, what's your stealth pool?
My stealth pool would be 3 greens.
Not bring your reflective adaptive skin?
I believe
take
I
that
would
off
have
your
left
armor?
that back at base.
Take it off your armor?
You probably did.
How many hard points does your armor gonna have?
Like 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not chock full.
Don't worry, if I go with you guys, I'll be sure to keep my mouth shut.
You can't make that promise.
Actually, do any other clones actually have computers?
Oh no,
or
I will make
demolition
that promise
skills?
because if I don't keep my mouth shut, us and Camo gets in trouble, and also possibly the other clones.
Yeah,
So I'd rather
I
avoid.
don't
In
know.
this case, actually,
No. Yeah, I would feel Boots would be so insistent on making sure the clones were okay that he would actually insist with going with Boots to potentially look for them.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You have motivation for that. Talking about other specialists, you do have a comm specialist. He's the music guy. And you have a heavy weapons man.
I don't want to stick the heavy weapons man on the hecking.
You do also have Walker, who has a bag full of stuff.
So he probably has skullduggery as a skill.
Well, yeah, let's stick Walker. Let's stick Walker in. What was the comms guy's name? I literally just
Hex.
blanked on it. Hex.
CTO666.
We'll stick those two with you.
Alright.
Like I said, honestly, if need be, I'll make them a literal fucking squad on you, and I'll put them in something that makes you sneak better. I think there's literally one that gives you a blue.
I think it's like
Yeah,
comms or something.
Oh, I should get my holocron out.
Oh yeah, that's actually true.
Or it's like...
But
It's
just-
like
just
comm
to double
science, yeah.
check. Am I not going with
you're going. I think, as a character-wise, I think you would insist on going.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because Camo is going to be the looking for the guys and the truth.
Yes.
So
And
your
I
pilot's not
total
going to
faith-
like it, but I would say what you guys should do is you should put the cargo pod back on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that gives you an excuse to leave the stealth guys in the pod, and they can climb out, and you guys stay in the normal ship.
Yeah.
All right, so let's bolt it back on.
Yeah, it's done. You wave over to the crew as they're pulling a hull plate off that's got, covered in ion scoring. They look at it, they just throw it away.
Actually, here's the one thing, as a question. Can we get there without using hyperspace?
Yes!
Yeah, no.
We covered it
Yeah,
earlier.
That's the one thing I was confused by, because it's like,
It's
okay.
across the nebula.
Yeah, no, that's in the same sector. Remember, the 3 things that were in this area was the heap, the Vapormill station, and the nebula.
Okay, that I just feel like an idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just on the
Covered
other
it.
side of the nebula. So.
Yes. So you either have to go around or cut through.
And as I said, we are weary and injured. No, not really injured. Fucking Republics who need to do
Actually,
stuff.
are you... life check. How's everybody doing physically?
I got 3
Everybody
wounds out of 22. I'm fine.
3 wounds and 0 strain.
No wounds, no strain.
Yeah.
No wounds, no strain here.
Alright, so you guys are mostly fine. Good.
Mostly fine. We okay. Alright, so yeah, I think we have a cover story. We are Republic do-gooders who probably did good a little too much, and now we need to check some things. Aramaa will be handling most of the talking. So there's that. As I said, once we actually get aboard, I said Camo, Boots, and a couple boys, you will peel off, search the station as quickly as you can, and as soon as you find the sentry or the clones, you will contact us, at which point we will probably denounce them, and if they get uppity, then we go to the time-honored tradition of punching their fucking lights out.
Fuck shit up!
Yeah, so before we actually get there, I actually have a brief question. Can we get how loud are motion trackers?
Well, I don't know if we can actually get anything out here.
I was curious if I could ever find a motion tracker even on the station.
Maybe.
I mean,
There
it
is
does have a
Base
commerce
Amazon
deck.
delivers.
You might. It's not going to be pretty, price-wise. You are in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, let's check here. Yes, my latest Google search was...
Just curious because it might actually help us to at least coordinate things so we don't
but also,
actually...
speaking of that, though... Yeah, I don't know about that part with the coordinate things. But for your signaling, you do have... Camo has hardened comlink gear in his space backpack, and you will be taking the comms guy with you, so...
Spice!
Yeah, so him and Boots can work on
but the squad formations, there are two which will probably work. Which is, you could do comm silence, which adds a blue to stealth checks in this formation, or search party, which adds a blue to survival and perception checks. So depending on what you want to go for, probably comm silence.
Probably comm silence. Like I said, I can make the leadership check to put a squad on you in whatever formation, but if you want to change it, that's on you guys. I won't be able to do that from afar. Well, actually, now that I think about it, so this is tangent, but once I get once I get that planetary upgrade to range, could I actually use battle meditation to change squad formations?
No, not strictly.
Okay. It literally just occurred to me.
Anyway, you could use that to carry your orders, but the checks have different difficulties, so I don't know if that would work.
You probably use it to tell officers to change formations.
Maybe, yeah. Anyway. So, Axe, do you really want to take some time to go check the mercantile deck to see if they have a motion tracker or anything?
Yeah, just because I feel like it might actually help.
You're probably taking a solid 15 or 30 minute break anyway, because like I said, they're trying to do maintenance on your ship.
Yeah. So what would it take to actually find this, or just?
Oh, yeah, let's find out. Let's find what a motion tracker does.
Yeah, I'm actually opening up a gear list again.
I have a motion tracker. Let's see.
If anybody else has any bips and bobs,
Alright.
Boots carries slicer gear already.
Pretty sure I do.
Last time I checked, you didn't bring it because you have too much stuff for some reason.
You definitely want to fix that problem right now, because I don't want to hear any. I don't want to be. You go to a computer and you're like, I want to hack it, and it's like, how you hack?
I remember you had the item because it was only E1, I think.
But speaking of which, Camo has his lockpick kit.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Now I remember what I left behind was the data breaker, the data spike. I do have my slicer gear with me still.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I remember that's.
All right, so it doesn't look like there's a specific motion tracker.
I just remember because Omega brought it up like a session or two ago.
Like, you have things like the general purpose scanner, the portable scanner, which has omnidirection, has many functions such as motion detection, light sensors, etc.
There is okay, so you can buy a hand scanner which does a specific thing, and you could say that it tracks for motion. Otherwise, there is a motion scanner armor upgrade.
Oh, okay.
Which may be what you guys are thinking about, since we were talking a lot about armor.
Become the Master Chief.
Well, yeah, motion does other stuff. I believe it's a armor mod. It's explicitly motion tracking or motion scanning. I believe it's heavy, though. Or it might be a weapon mod, motion scanner? I don't know.
And honestly, Axel, looking at it, your probably best bet is the general purpose scanner.
Okay.
Probably.
Don't you guys already own one of those lying around?
Yeah, but I think we actually have it in the base.
Probably.
Okay.
I know I don't have it.
Well, what's the rarity normally?
3.
3, huh? 3.
3
Is my rarity
So I had
chart
the
in
scanners.
here?
Where did I put them? Did I just take one from the list? I think we had the
conflict and combat ships equipment. I feel like the equipment section should start with rarity tables.
They should, but they don't.
God forbid that's like, yeah, fuck, it's not even in here, is it? Dear people who make Holocron, you're super cool, but there's still some basic rules that everybody has to look up that you could do me a solid and just put in your thing. And also remember to put both tables if they're separate. Sometimes they're separate, guys. Alright, I'll dig out a book. So the increase is you're in the outer rim.
Always.
Also, looking at my own gear, it's like, actually, could the Jedi just carry like 2 of these like E1 items for me? Because I actually need some.
You have a ship full of space axe.
Throw them away.
Okay.
Leave them on the ship.
Yeah, ships have usually a lot.
Just throw them on the ship.
It's like a primary train lane. We'll go with the usual +2 then. You are in the outer rim.
+2.
Right.
So that's 5. I guess Aramaa.
I don't think this counts as a recently settled. I mean, it is out of the way, but it's not recently settled. It's not a frontier world. It's not on a civilized world.
That's 5. Well, that's what? Average?
Fiverr is... I just had this. Yeah, Fiverr is the top end of average.
We'll use force. Aramaa is pretty.
This is basically you guys go down to the mercantile deck where people are, cleaning up stuff or rearranging things.
Like giving I'm back right now, kind of thing.
I did not bring my cultural etiquette guide. Wait.
Probably not.
Oh, but I did bring my mercantile data pad.
It's your data pad, yeah.
Well, your etiquette guide also wouldn't necessarily work. That was specific.
Oh yeah, that's for Soholiv. Yeah, that's right. My insider's guide and etiquette guide are both for Soholiv, and we are in space. I need a blue.
Yeah, you still roll a shitload of dice. You don't even do force.
Nope.
Okay, so you can get 10% off.
Yes,
the price is doubled, but
price is doubled, so it's going to cost 900, and with 2 advantage, do it quickly, I guess.
Yeah, he's got it in stock right there. Do you need it?
He's all like, I'm trying to get rid of it. I got to clear up all this shit. Take it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Axe. So let me. I'll just saving it. I toss you the general purpose scanner. It's E2. It's a big old thing that has a bunch of beeps and boobles on it. Enjoy.
Okay, I'm just gonna move these med-aid patches onto the ship because I can't be carrying these.
That's fine. I just remember general purpose scanners acronyms into GPS.
I think that was intentional, maybe.
All right, but while we do that, anyone else want to go pick up any last minute objects, items?
I'm good.
Good. All right. Oh shit! No, wait. Aramaa is not good. I just remembered something. My fucking gauntlet has 1 point of 1 black to it.
Oh yeah, you're damaged.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that. It didn't come up in last session at all because spice. But what is that?
A general purpose scanner.
Wow, that's big.
It's a portable scanner. That's why it's E2. It's got dials. It's got knobs. Those things at the top are antennas that come out.
Is it a backpack?
No, it's a front. It's a front pack.
Oh, it's a front pack.
It's not really a backpack, but yeah, it goes on the front.
Interesting.
I can get it. I always forget sometimes that a lot of Star Wars tech is way more bulky than.
Oh, that's what it
Analog
is.
Future.
Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's about the
It's
same
that thing.
thing. Yeah.
So yeah, it's E2 seems about right. It doesn't fit in a pocket or nothing.
Nah, you need both hands to hold it.
It's giant. It's really giant binoculars.
Okay. So let's see. What was it? I got crush guns. I think last time we did that, I think Marth said it was 1,000 to get it repaired for one. But let me double check repairing.
If I remember correctly, it's 25% of the cost for the first step. Then it's 50%. Then it's 100% at 3 steps.
So if we're
now, obviously, you could probably haggle with that, but
yeah, I think it's for every success it reduces the cost by X amount.
That's why I said that's why we said it was. Oh no, it was a little bit more than 1,000.
Yeah, the cost of repairing the item is equal to a percentage of the item's base cost. 25% is a minor repair. 50%. You can reduce the cost if you do the repair check yourself, but if you're just paying somebody to do the repair,
I'll just pay someone to do the repair. We're all busy.
They got tech heads.
So I will pay the $12.50, and just get it done.
All right. Okie dokie. You're repaired.
The second time I had to get these things repaired.
I mean, to be fair, you are constantly. I know they're really tough, made with Beskar and all that, but you're constantly punching with them.
I'm constantly punching through things that I probably shouldn't be too.
Yes,
you are
constantly attacking hard metal objects with them, and also you use them in all conditions.
Surprisingly, they break instead of your arms.
Oh,
that would be the way to do it.
Anyway, okay, so I spend the money. They are fixed up. No more black. I believe that is it. Everyone, I need you to look your most Republic.
The clones all immediately do the jump to full attention. Port arms. Clunk.
Good lads. All right.
If one of them had a flag to wave, he would wave it.
I'm just imagining us being on the fucking holocall. There's just a line of clones behind me. One has a flag. The flag is flying even though there's no actual wind. It's how do they fucking do that?
It's a situation where you feel Camo would try to get the guy put the flag down. We're trying not to be too obvious. Or we are.
Alrighty. Before you set out, anybody got any last minutes they want to cover? You got all your stuff?
Yes.
Bundles.
Because I don't use it, I'm putting down the Ancient Jedi Shield.
Sure.
I put it back on the ship, but
sure, you stockpile it.
Yeah,
Did Marth get use out of it?
He has the energy shield that he likes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got the shield gauntlet, which is more subtle.
Is it? Yeah, it's the.
It's like, don't get me wrong, I love this fucking
was
shield,
it?
but like, I gotta.
Yeah, he's wearing a Mandalorian bracer.
Shield storage. That frees up my
Camo has. I think Camo has the other part. Has the other bracers like mechanics integrated into his own like other arm.
Probably built it in his. Yeah, because you got the grapple line.
I got the grapple line integrated into his own stuff.
There's a detachable personal deflector shield thing.
Now I have my lightsaber and crush guns. This is all I need in life. Oh, I'm wearing my Jedi battle armor, so I will definitely look the fucking part. Yep. Got audio video transmissions. I got my backpack. Actually, I don't even think I need my backpack anymore.
Well, you can always take your backpack off if you want to look cooler.
Yeah, I think. Well, let's say, like, I'm looking at my encumbrance. I'm at 7 out of 17. I'm like, I could probably lose a little bit of it, and go for that mysterious Jedi carries everything in their fucking robes look.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you probably don't need the backpack. Not like you'd sell your backpack or throw it away. Just you don't need it right now.
I'm gonna just put it in there. I'm still gonna wear my fucking belt and my load-bearing harness, though.
Sure.
I just keep having encumbrance issues because I have like too much of a full loadout, so it happens.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When we get back, we're probably gonna get Boots.
Well, also, right now, you used up all your spare encumbrance because Boots also doesn't have any encumbrance for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, here, I'm looking at this. Does anyone have any extra stim packs?
I have 3 right now.
Didn't you scavenge some?
We did
some
scavenge
people got
some from the
overstocked.
medical, but I don't know how many.
Then not
I think it was one each for everyone.
I'm currently on 5 stim packs.
Okay, if we got one for each for everyone, no, I probably still used it. So I need 2, because I need 1 to load up into my fucking bio, and I need to make sure I have 2 on standby. So, but you feel forgiving?
Technically, I don't need my Stimpaks.
You don't? Oh, that's right. You heal.
He can attempt to heal himself.
I could touch myself and heal.
Oh, okay. You mind if I have 2 of yours then?
Sure.
Thank you. Alright, so Aramaa will take a moment and load up one of them into the armor, and then put the other 2 belts.
Just have all 3 of them.
Sure, I'll take them. They're easy 0.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that reminds me. Yeah, I still only have. Yeah, I have 4 Stimpack uses remaining.
Yep, you used 1.
Did use 1,
which is why you're fine.
Okay,
between your armor's natural healing and your its ability to auto give you a stim pack when you press up.
Essentially.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it just shoots you up straight, but it's funnier if we compare it to Fallen Order.
Yeah.
BD stim.
Let's see. So yeah, I think
Sweet sciencey stims.
Honestly, I think I have a lot of things in storage. I do like how.
Hey, Boots, do you have a stim application?
Yes.
Okay. What does that do again? Is that helpful?
I get to. See, hold on. Oh no, I have stim specialization on stim application. My bad.
Okay, you don't have stim application yet. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that says I get to boost one of your stats by like 1 temporarily.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very handy. Keep that in mind for future. Anyway, alright. Okay, you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
It only took you 40 minutes of prep time. Let's go, Batman.
That's way less than normal.
Well, you didn't really do any shopping. You bought like 1 thing, and that was just Aramaa speed yelled at a man, "Hey, you gotta think of it, give me." Throw money, and he throws you the scanner.
Throw the money at him, we're good.
Okay. So you need to fly. By the way, this is your last chance. You gotta, this is your last opportunity to remember to go to the bathroom and all that. Actually, you know what? I just thinking about this, because we're talking about people. SWRPG is very sneaky.
SWRPG is very sneaky.
2 stealth,
I'm actually
agility.
looking at her right now, and I'm just like, do I want to send her with those guys? How would SWRPG feel about it? I guess is the question.
I mean, SWRPG has no patience for talking. Sneaking sounds a lot more like hunting.
Yeah, okay, I'll send SWRPG with the boys then. 4 clones and a Transdotion.
Because anything, we're actually hunting down where the other clones are, so...
Yeah,
right now, I'm telling you right now...
Her weapon is suppressed, too.
I will attach SWRPG to the group. I will remind you all that she has heightened awareness, so...
while you're in short with her, you get 1 on vigilance and perception. If you're engaged, you get 2 boosts. boosts.
Yes.
No, you'll probably wait until you're closer to stick squad formations. All right, let's fly.
Whoosh.
Wrong notes. Okay, here we go. All right. So, this is your choice. Are you going the long way around, or are you cutting through the nebula? The nebula will be faster. It'll be more difficult, but it will also mean that the enemy is less likely to detect you until you get close.
I personally would like to go the short and dirty route because
I'm
the less time we have to what's the right one to say bluff our way, the better.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
So
It's just like, surprise! Straight destruction.
I assume one would be like an average check compared to like a hard or daunting check.
Well, there
No,
is
that's not how checks work.
Okay.
I read the whole thing about nebulas. There's at least a setback. At least
Yeah,
a
there's two
setback.
setbacks for interference. You're flying right through the stuff. And this will be a piloting check, which will be based on your silhouette and speed. So what's the
Okay.
still on this thing?
I think it's right.
can I make a battle meditation check for this to get maybe some success?
No, I don't think so. This isn't structured time. This is much longer term time.
Very well done.
Can any of the
Somebody
clones,
could make a co-pilot check.
Can any of the clones have like co-piloting skills?
No, they're all
Okay,
ground
so
pounders.
silhouette 4. It is silhouette 4.
Okay, so that sets the base difficulty at 4. Your speed's reduced by 1.
And if we
How fast do you want to
because
go?
of the pod, then handling is -1 because of the pod.
How
Alright,
fast do you want
so-
to go?
Hang on. Skirk will probably be all like, "You are poor hunters outside your way," and she will take the co-pilot seat because she does have fucking agility 3, pilot space 1.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and co-pilot is a piloting check. So
Yeah, the speed. I'm going to say speed 2. Or should we go slower?
well,
No.
if you're gonna have a co-pilot, that will help downgrade the difficulty. So
So I'm just thinking about this because we want to not be. Well, we're already going through a nebula, so that's going to cover us mostly.
Aramaa will lay her hand upon Kavis' shoulder and says, like, "I trust in your judgment."
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
max speed is still only 2, so you're not necessarily because you're decreased speed because of the pod. It won't.
Yeah.
It will not necessarily affect it.
Yeah.
I will say
Okay.
so for Skirk, which do you want to do? Do you want her to co-pilot, or do you want her to plot course? Plot course will remove up to the 2 black dice for the nebula, and co-pilot will downgrade the difficulty, so that will offset the fact that you're going faster.
She also has astrogation 1, so
Both
she'll
both
plot
checks
course.
are average, so it doesn't really matter that
Yeah,
much. It's what effect do you want, pilot?
Yeah, let's go with Marth.
I think I'm going to go speed 2, so
You wanted a co-pilot?
I'll want her to co-pilot.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Setback dice aren't that nasty.
Yeah, you only got like 3.
There's 2 blank sides on each of them.
I know.
So
Okay, do you guys want to roll, or you want me to
I will roll
Skirk?
for Skirk.
Okay,
to
it is
save
an average piloting check.
Is my caps lock is on.
I do believe because this is a piloting check with the ship, it gets the -1 for the handling. So I had a black die,
So
which
I will
sadly
add the
she
black.
does not get to remove because she's not that good of a pilot. She is a pilot, but she's not really got any extra piloty training.
I now understand the glory of dedicated pilot characters.
Oh yeah, no, all those black dice you get for handling and shit. Pilots have the steady hands or something. There's a there's a black die removal talent for everything. Pilots get like a couple of ranks of that. So
They can just make any ship somewhat good.
yeah, basically. Heck, there are high-level pilot or ship captain talents which let you treat your vehicle as smaller silhouette sizes, so you can take Sil 5 ships and or even Sil 4 ships and treat them like starfighters, basically. Like, do your real hotshot shit.
Anyway, Skirk only gets 3 advantages.
All right. So you don't downgrade the difficulty, but we'll probably just turn that into boost dice for Kavis.
Okay.
So get 3 boost dice, but so it'll be red, purple, 3 setback, but you get 3 boost dice from Skirk.
Okay. Yeah, this
Because
is
the way this works, to remind everybody, is
fine.
when you're piloting an interesting or difficult terrain, the base difficulty is whichever is higher out of your speed or silhouette, and then is upgraded by whatever is smaller. So
okay.
Marpa, I request that you use a light side point.
oh yeah, you do have a lot of those.
I have force dice, so this is fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're already up to pilot space enhance, aren't you?
Yeah, I have enhanced pilot space. So
Space.
yeah.
All right, good
That's
luck.
a good one.
It's a lot better than just trying to upgrade one green to a yellow. I mean, it's just like a little bit extra success. But
Yeah.
Shrug.
This is where he rolls 3 black pips again. Just like he did earlier.
No.
Oh, well,
What?
yeah, 3 black pips did occur.
Yep.
No. So speed 2
Ooh.
is 2 red.
Make a curse.
Yeah,
Scribbles.
I said that.
Huh.
You're still 4. Speed 2.
I'm spending one of those light side points to turn that failure into nothing, and I'll take that to at least get one of the dark pips used. So 1 conflict, 1 strain on me.
All right.
To turn to.
Okay, so you're flying along through the nebula, especially with your navicomputer calculates hyperspace jumps, but it's integrated in your navigation systems. You basically, there's no stellar navigation. You only can tell where the computer is going. Skerk is a very natural pilot, but she's used to like much lighter piloting than this, and so she assists your maneuvers, but can't do much else. And you try and let the Force guide you as you guys wander through, purple and light blue clouds with flecks of orange and yellow. You occasionally see bolts of space electricity course through as different elements rub against each other and generate static electricity. And you're having a hard time, Kavis. At one point, you just get lost. You have no idea where you're going. You lose track of what's up and down, and you just you feel a little tug, and you just harshly jerk the stick. Maybe freak out a little bit, get a little scared, but you're there. You're actually your sensors are clearing, and you can actually tell there is a large object generating a lot of sensor signature just past this nebular cloud. It's probably Vapormill 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You did technically get like an advantage on that, so that probably didn't take you, especially because you were going your maximum speed. Probably didn't take you too long. Maybe a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 1 success, 1 advantage, so just a couple of hours. Yeah, that's fun. Okay. So we see it on the sensors.
All right, cool. If we don't have to hail them, let's not. Let's just keep going forward until they decide to take notice of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you're just gonna cruise right on up. Okay.
Just continue flying casually.
Mm-hmm. Fly casual.
Fly casual.
Don't make sure we're broadcasting all our appropriate whatevers, but
Yep, all your stuff is on. IFF signatures, all your codes are active. Ship IDs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you come cruising out of the nebula, slow and slow. Vapormill 1 comes into view. It's just like you saw described. It's a big, long. It almost looks kind of like a thumbtack, because it's got those double stacked ring part of the station on the top, and then a very, very long, almost twice the length again with no rings of just a spire, and you see it covered in tubes, antennas, and kind of these honeycomb clusters of these little. Them. There probably must be the mining tugs just docking and undocking.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually see a couple of them, kind of cruising in your general direction into the nebula. They've got little ram scoops on top, and just kind of, sweep through the gases, filtering stuff out, return, back up, unfilter. So let's see. This thing has a medium sensor range, but you did approach pretty close.
Yep.
So you're probably still hundreds of meters away, but you're coming just straight in, flying casual, no crazy maneuvers, not doing anything too weird, and you just get a sudden a hail light bleeps.
Aramaa will push the button.
Click. Yeah, hello, this is Vapormill 1. What's the status over? Who's approaching? Over? He said over twice. He's not supposed to do that.
And so Aramaa, leans over. She gives a little to herself. She's like, "This is General Aramaa of the Grand Republic Navy aboard the Give ship designation. We've recently encountered pirates, and there has been sabotage aboard the stations. We need to come aboard to do an inspection to make sure that everything is fully compliant upon your station. Just as a safety precaution. Over."
Yeah, hold on. We're just magical stuff here. Hold on. Go ahead and make me a. It's not really a lie, so go ahead and make me an average charm check.
Obfuscate.
You should probably not add your force dice because you're doing this from many, many meters away through audio.
This is very much a falsehood check. Yeah.
No, it's charm. It's persuasion. It's
I'm saying,
believe
like,
my story.
I just know a thing in Burning Lore, like, there's a difference between lying and falsehood. Where falsehood's more of like you're just obfuscating what you mean, and then lying, you're outright just making something up.
Well, no, technically, I said every word I said was true.
Yeah.
But,
Sadly, force cannot transfer over the transmission lines.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
The old version of L5R, and there's still some there's skill specializations that make this. There's a difference between sincerity or honesty and just persuasion. Because sincerity is like, do you believe that I'm being honest to you? And then persuasion is like, let me actually
convince you.
Yeah, convince you. This is definitely the sincerity type aspect. You're trying to make your truth sound truthy.
Honestly, I want to start this fucking train now. Well, Marth already started it, but I'm going to keep it going.
Okay.
That's pole. Why did I say pole?
We like these yellow dice, one green and two purple to give us a poll.
Just starts a poll. How should Lucky roll? Audience, let me know now. Let me know your votes in chat.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Hello. I just got some information from my supervisor there. Come into SPA 1523B.
Thank you very much. We will proceed with docking procedures. Over and out.
The white zone is for loading and unloading open. There's no docking in a red zone.
No docking in a red zone. Copy that.
All right. So you just you are directed to well, actually, you might want to adjust this. You're directing to being docking to the spar on the outside, the lower down area.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to try and dock inside, you probably need to tell them about your maintenance problem. As you guys get closer and closer, and you're like, oh, they're directing us to dock down at the bottom of the station, and basically reverse in and link your hatch to it.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I'll bring up the comms tower again. Wait, what is
actually? Also, just a fluff note: as you guys are cruising in, if you're just listening on your passive bands, these guys probably have. Did I actually write down their complement of how many mining tugs they have? Oh, I probably should have done that. That would have been smart. They've probably got dozens of these little things, which basically they look like, little, just almost like bullets. They're just like rounded out the front. They've got repulsor engines on the back, and just are very boxy and fly out. They look like they got space for like one guy or maybe two guys, and the rest is just all fuel tanks. They probably got like a dozen or more of these things, maybe like 15. And there is a just constant comms traffic from the control tower. Just navigating, hey, you're in your sector, coming back, dumping, all this, very, very busy with your work week. But yeah, you're calling them up.
Calling them up and being all like, it'd be like, let's see how the best way to phrase this. This is Shadow 01. I noticed you've moved us to docking spar. Is there any chance that we can get a dock inside the station? In those battle with the pirates we just spoke about, we took some damage, and we'd like to take a chance to look it over while we do the inspection. Over.
Alright, hold on. Let me check my supervisor. Roll another average persuasion check. Charm. Sorry.
Charm. Roll.
Let's see if you can get him to bite.
No.
Just ow.
It happens.
Yeah. Also flip a point.
Oh yeah, you failed. You should flip a point back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
As you're doing that, he's like, yeah, we got your scanners here, so it just looks like cosmetic damage right here. We're not gonna dock him free right now. We got some crew and stuff, but please the dock is about 25 to 15B.
I swear to God, it feels like I'm ordering food right now.
Yeah.
It kind of is, but whatever.
You want pickles with that?
No, it's like copy that tower. Over now. Well, that might be a little bit harder, but see what we can do.
Maybe by the end of this, we can actually get our thing fixed, but we'll worry about that later.
Yeah, we're about to later.
So yeah, back it in. I won't make you roll to dock. It's fine. It's not Kerbal Space Program.
Oh God.
Click. You're locked in.
We'd have died 3 times already if it was.
You're locked in. Hatch opens.
Alright. Gonna I will move out with the complement of clone boys, sans a few, and one giant lizard GF, and just make our way through the spar. Before we leave, I will form. Let's see. I'll make my easy leadership. Wait, is it easy or average?
Yeah, it's easy when you start.
It's easy when I start. My easy leadership check. I will use the force because I want to use the fucking force for a bit here. PFF. That's the wrong chat. That's the wrong chat. They saw nothing.
Try to delete the bot.
Obfuscate. Obfuscate.
You left your roll there.
You
I did.
You did. It's still there.
The roll command's still there. There you go.
Also delete Vespera's post. You're fine.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna remind Vesper next time we play D&D that you tried to.
I don't think that's helpful, but we can have that conversation later.
Yeah. So
what was it? You rolled. Oh, you re-rolled. That's fine. You can play any force. You'll get as many successes as you would have got anyway.
I didn't actually pay attention to what my result was. I just realized that I posted.
I think it was like 4 success and then like 3 force, 1 black.
Something like that. Anyway,
this has more advantage in it. Okay.
Well,
since you're picking, which formation?
They'll go to Calm Silence. Can I spend my advantage to give them boost dice
To what end?
to their next? Well, I would say to their next check, but to probably whatever their next stuff check is.
Yeah, you can do it to their whatever next check they make.
All right, so I will dump 2 more in there, and I'll wait. It's always whoever goes next. Let's see here. So
No, 2 is specifically targeted.
Yeah, 2 is targeted. You can give them a boost die to whatever their next check is.
You can give them 2.
Yeah, so I will take 2 of the my light side pips, turn them to advantage, and then I will give both Boots and Camo a boost die.
And specifically, because this does actually matter, who is the squad formed up on?
It is formed up on Camo.
Okay.
And I'll let the last... Fuck it, I'll put the final point into success, so it's 2 success.
Alright.
It's cool.
Alright, you corner the guys and you're like, alright, form up on Camo, keep quiet, force be with you. Alright, let's go.
Aramaa out. She fades into the background.
Alright. Aramaa glides backwards like the penguins in Blues Brothers. Or the nuns, technically, who are called the penguins. Just
to ask as we go through, is it possible if Camo could listen into Armaa's comms as we go through this to just get a sense of the layout?
You can tune in, but that means Aramaa has to leave her comm open, which is a thing. Aramaa, do you want to leave your comm open?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
As I remember, the formation you're in is called Calm Silent.
Fair. It was more just listening in to sort of like get more of a layout information as you guys go ahead, but
I mean, I'm sure she'll tell you if you need something.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay,
like I said, I could literally just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna call back to the ship real quick." Hey.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
All right, so sorry, Aramaa, Kavis, and 4 clones, or 3 technically, I think. Yeah, 3. You got Tops, Sneaks, and Raz with you. So, you guys roll out. You kind of leave the hatch. You find yourselves in a little bit of a low light industrial kind of area. You see basically just like, rows and rows of like catwalks, platforms kind of thing, going up and up in tiers. Lots of piping and tubing coming out from all these dock points, inflow and outflow, all that stuff. And you see lots of people cruising around in just some very generic kind of you would probably think of them as like heavy duty spacesuits. They got a lot of like bright colors like safety orange, kind of a darkened visor. Look very sturdy, maybe a little bulky to move into kind of stuff, but you see crews coming and going, attaching pipes, tubes, double checking stuff, doing maintenance on the utility rigs, etc. Occasionally you see, looks like a crew of 2 climb into one, the hatch closes and you hear a little, kind of hum of repulsor engines going as they launch. But on your platform, you see a little, I guess you'd say, greeting party. you see a guy who let's say what his species is first. He's a Verk. These guys, they're kind of crest-headed, dinosaur-looking guys. He doesn't look like that. That's from the Force and Destiny Prophet book, yeah. The book but he's dressed in a kind of a bulky utility jumpsuit, a lot of pockets, big belt buckle. He looks a little pudgy. Got some nice gloves on. You do see that him and the other two with him, who are wearing kind of, I guess you'd say, up-armored utility jumpsuits, like they put a flak jacket on and have some like shin guards. They look like station security types. They're wearing, security type helmets. They all have, casually holstered blaster pistols. Though you do also, because you guys are pretty... actually, yeah, no. Go ahead, maybe you guys can go ahead and make me an average perception check. Both of you. On this guy.
I was right. With my 2 green. No, Skirk, I miss you already. Skirk!
Oh, roll on fast.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
All right. Kavis, you notice that dangling from the belt of his jumpsuit is he's got he's got a data pad and a comlink and a couple of, you recognize them, code cylinders. Which code cylinders contain, they're just little, they're basically space USB keys. They contain passcodes, passwords, encryption codes on them for comms, doors, etc. So he's, carrying basically his space keyring. Aramaa, you did roll some advantage. You do notice that, you don't notice anything about his stuff because you're distracted by his belt buckle. You realize that's actually a very expensive and rare personal deflector shield.
Oh.
So
I would like to state that Aramaa is openly wearing her lightsaber over her robe, so people be like,
yeah, just hook it to your belt.
Yep.
The secret thing is that her fists are more deadly.
Exactly.
Right. But yeah, okay. So he's kind of standing there with 2 security guards, and he says, he's welcome, General. Pleasure to meet you. Hataran Volsh Forma.
Aramaa, be polite, smiles, hold out her hand to shake.
He shakes. What's your brawn now? 4?
Yes.
I'm assuming you're not trying to just fucking crush his hand, right?
No.
Okay. Even without your robot hands, his grip is not as strong as yours.
It's Aramaa is all like, pleasure. Sorry for the inconvenience. We just had an incident over at the heap, and we're trying to make sure that there hasn't been any other damages spread elsewhere.
Yeah. No offense, but that place is a hunk of junk compared to Vapormill 1.
Never hurts to be careful.
All right, well, I suppose you want to tour our facility so you can make sure everything's A-okay.
Yes, just whatever you can, and if we can get a look at the core systems and maybe your command center, that should be enough to suffice.
All right, let's go up to Ops. I'll check with my security manager.
Thank you.
He kind of pulls his comlink and just says, all right, me and the Jedi are coming up. Right. You guys go over to a, turbolift shaft in the back. Actually, probably in the center, because all the other stuff is all around the outside. Just climb on in.
Yep.
Go all the way up to the top. All right. Ruse crew. So how you doing? What's your plan here?
Is the elevator the only way up?
I mean, you don't even know the elevator's the only way up.
Okay.
You guys don't know nothing. You're sitting in the box.
Yeah, I guess we're just waiting for, the signal, or I guess no signal.
Do we hear everyone clear out of the room at least?
Yeah, actually, that's the question.
Well, the people outside the door are fucked off, but since you guys don't pay attention... Lucky, you realize you've left the people who don't listen to me in charge of this part of the plan?
Yeah. Listen, guys. For cinematics, anytime that this plan happened in the movies, do they get a signal for when to pop out?
Okay, that is fair. That was more just me considering player things, but yes. Then I guess in this when everyone's go,
there was no signal.
Leave out. Yes.
So.
Okay, so
in this case,
Yeah,
this
but you
case,
said
before-
you said you were back before I started the conversation about what happens when you dock. So
No, my bad.
Yeah.
So this case, first, I wanted to use the sensor to make sure that there's no one else in the deck with us.
okay, go ahead and roll average perception to use the scanner.
Alright. Do we get Skirk's bonus for this too?
Yeah. No, heightened awareness.
Alright, cool.
Skirk's like, finally, something interesting.
And then the sensor in this case also promote. It doesn't really say like what it does mechanically.
It doesn't do anything mechanically. It lets you do
Alright.
stuff.
Okay. They're using the sensor for this.
It allows you to make a check to know things you can't know otherwise, since you do not possess the ability as a clone trooper to magically sense people beyond this door.
Unlike my commander.
That is true.
What is what's known as the right tool for the job.
Average, right?
Not super complex. There's no interference or anything.
Yeah.
All right. So you pull out the scanner. You kind of. So you see the large body that you guess would be Aramaa and her party. Join up with a couple of other life signs or motion signs, however you're looking at as you flick through your filters. They appear to move off and then very rapidly shoot away from you up. So
Alright.
they probably got in the elevator. Your scanner is picking up audio of a decent amount of work in the chamber beyond, and you do spot a number of intermittent life signs and motion signs coming and going a lot. So it seems like the room outside the docking spar is fairly well traveled, but intermittently.
Mhm.
You know, you'll see squad of guys. You know, they dock, and you can run passive sensors in your ship without needing to alert anybody. So you'll see like, a mining tug comes in, docks, 2 guys get out. They hook up some tubes. They get in the elevator and fuck off because their shift's over, or they get another mining tug and leave and fly off because their shift's not over, or whatever.
I think as a thing, we probably should wait a little enough to at least get a sense of the patterns, and then we can just know a good time window just to move.
All right, so you're going to basically take your time. You're going to kind of aim, as it were. So you're gonna try and practice this out a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
All right. You guys huddle and play I Spy. We're waiting to go. All right, we will cut back to Aramaa, Kavis. You guys all ride up in the elevator.
Yes.
It's very quiet. Space elevator music plays. Door opens. And they're like, Volsh kind of gestures and is like, follow me. So you are in the bottom level of the ops area.
Mhm.
So their control room is pretty big. So there's above you the equivalent of a couple of stories. Honestly, you see a big, slightly stubbly bubble window. So there's an observation deck at the top. Even though you're down a few levels, you guys can all see out of this that there's many comms antennas, sensor spires, dishes, etc. And you're in a very busy command deck, basically, which appears to be like 2 or 3 layers deep.
Okay.
So, and just the whole thing is full of the hubbub of basically a busy air traffic control tower. Like, you guys, there's on your, to one side of you, there's like basically a bay of people just all sat at comm stations, technicians, watching readouts there, got their headsets on. You're like, all right. One of them shouts, all right, 23 coming in, 23 coming in. All right, 23's coming in. 11, it's your, wait for 23 to come in, and it's your turn to go. We got like, another one is like checking the tanks, and it's like, all right, tank sector 4 is all full, switch to sector 3. Sector 3 got it! And some guy like on the next deck up like flips a switch, Lots of yelling and working.
Okay.
Volsh is probably like, hope you don't mind the noise, General. Come this way to my security station.
Mhm.
Kind of gestures around.
Okay.
So you guys climb up some stairs. Clunk, 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 clunk. And here you see another basically like work bay area, kind of set into a niche, an alcove. You see probably another half a dozen of these quote-unquote security guys, wearing their slightly armored jumpsuits, just sitting at consoles watching stuff.
Mhm.
You see some familiar sectors that look like you're going to guess this for the laser turrets. You see the actual like gunnery stations where somebody can control the turrets. You see, holocams kind
okay.
of. It's very cramped in here, so they don't have the full bank of monitors. They appear to have to do the old cycle through the monitors trick.
Yeah.
Because that is one thing I will say. Everything here definitely is a little, like, it's loud, it's cramped, it's tight. There's not a lot of environmental light. Like, most of the light in here is either light from the nebula coming through the window, or, like, screen light.
Okay.
With, there's enough emergency lighting and stuff so you don't, like, accidentally fall down one of the stairwells or the ladders. But
wait a minute.
Yep.
Why is there... I'm sorry, it's just one of those thoughts of, why are they running on emergency lighting?
Well, I mean more like that's the style of lighting. Like, there's clear
style.
lighting markers so that you don't, like, trip and fall down on anything, but, even their, like, overhead lights are very dim, and it's mostly, like, lots of staring at little screens.
It's like an alien style.
Just to kind of
station.
reinforce how much of a space cubicle hell this is.
Cubicle. That's
That's
so
a
yeah,
phrase.
you see them flicking through monitors. They've got a couple of scanner screens, sensors, so you kind of see the wide area of space. One half of their like they probably got like the circular display, right, showing the quadrants. Like one whole side of that just has a big blurry edge where the nebula starts. Just the sensor interference. You see some guys like flipping through external cams, etc. So Holsch kind of nods you up. He kind of goes. All the guys stop and look at him, and he's like, "Gentlemen, this is General Aramaa," and he turns to Kavis.
Commander Kavis.
Yes, they were the Republic forces. There's been some incidents over at the Heap, and they're doing I guess you'd call it a security audit. So he kind of looks at them and says, "Make sure their curiosity is satisfied." He kind of turns back to you and says, "Sorry, General, I have important foreman things to do. Busy day, middle of the shift. Gotta go back up to my office at the top. Just yell real loud and somebody will find me." Kind of nods at you and goes about his business and let you stop him.
Alright, now Aramaa will look back at him and is like, be very all business. Alright, gentlemen, the sooner we get this started, the sooner we get it over with. Do you guys maintain records of your security tapes?
They kind of look at each other, and then the guy watching the camera says, "Yeah, we got we have some data tape logs. We keep about a week back."
That should be enough. Can you please give me may I have access to them?
They kind of all look at each other for a sec, and then kind of shrug. The boss did say to satisfy your curiosity. It's like, yeah, hold on. We got an archive terminal here. I'll show you. They kind of walk you over to another. It's like I'm going to assume everybody in the audience everybody in the squad is familiar with the act of voting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like those, like the little, like they give you the little privacy screen. It's got a little thing that you can, and it's got like a little screen, and they just like, it's got the little armature thing from Rogue One, so you can pull out a tape and slap it in.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, yeah, here you go. You won't find any sensitive areas marked on the security tapes. We don't store those datas. Corporate security.
Understandable. I'm just looking to see if there's anything weird or some other suspicious things that we might have noticed for it. Shouldn't take too long. Please don't mind me.
Yeah. What are you guys looking for? We haven't really had any security incidents lately.
Yes, I know. But as I said, even the slightest little thing. Like, have you had no accidents recently? Any buddy missing shifts? Anything like that? Anyone suddenly show up?
He kind of stops and thinks, kind of shrugs. Nobody been... Well, we're all, on station, so nobody's missed a work check-in. There have been minor accidents, I guess. You'd have to talk to maintenance. They're the next rung up. But
so we do.
We haven't had any serious incidents. We take this very seriously. He'll actually give you the classic high-level business spiel. I won't repeat it because you guys already know it, but basically just... He talks about what they do and remembers to remark that what they, the fuel refinery and storage is very volatile, so they're very secure about it.
Aramaa will play along, listen, nod gravely.
Are you actually trying to observe any of the tapes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not expecting to actually find anything on here, but I'll tell you guys right now, this is just a fucking time buying tactic.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be fast forwarding through a week's worth of space security tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just occasionally chatting with this guy who I know you tell him, "Oh, don't mind me." He minds you. As predicted, this one guy at least sits on you basically.
No, that's fine.
All right, so downstairs crew.
Yeah, so I assume within the time of us waiting, we have like the general layout of the room.
Yes, the room outside from your scanning is it's the central docking spar, so it's a big long tube, needle-like, which goes up probably let me think. Yeah, you probably got a good between 50 and 100 meters before you hit the actual ring deck.
Gotcha.
But you are watching the shifts, and with your scanner at least you can, and your ears once you get outside probably, you can predict where they will be because they will be docking at various points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can attempt to sneak your way out.
All right.
So, you gonna do anything, say anything?
Yeah, let's see. Considering the situation right now, and maybe I was dumb and didn't notice that there's other points, but I think the elevator's kind of the only one considering there's literally like some sort of a distance between the two docks.
I mean, yeah, you can just the elevator's closest. You can just, like I said, the spar runs all the way up.
Oh, okay.
But then you gotta climb for between 50 and 100 meters. So
That's the thing where Camo has to voice that question to the others if that's something they're willing to do. If not, we're just gonna try to manage the elevator.
Skier. Let me check Skier's stats here real quick.
I mean, Skier's got a 3 brawl. She's a climber. She can do some clambering. She's also a hunter. I don't think she would much enjoy clambering up in the open.
Yeah.
I don't know if Boots wants to exist ever again. But Hex will probably be like, I know you're the stealth expert, Camo, but that sounds counterproductive.
Fair enough.
Sorry, I stepped away for a tiny moment. What did Camo say?
I was with the question of because it's I didn't have a proper mental map of the whole other idea, but obviously the elevator or taking another point to climb around, but I didn't. I was imaging it differently than it being directly in the open.
I mean, it's not in the open. Oh, well, okay. Nobody's looked out the fucking door, so it's hard for you guys to have exact details.
Okay.
Theoretically, it's not in the open because it's like I said, it's full of tubing and piping and shit.
Gotcha.
Because the mining tugs are the worker bees, and they're delivering all their delicious fuel honey to the core of this thing, which is way up. So.
Gotcha. So in this case, we should all try
I've
we
got
should all
a
stealth.
suggestion.
And...
If this place is possibly similar to the last one, they might have maintenance hatches or access tunnels that we can just use to sneak through.
No, that would be this. You're in that. You're already there.
Damn it.
It's
probably have to get
all
to,
just
the actual,
catwalks and ladders up.
Yeah. So in this
My
case,
bad.
we should probably just sneak up to the elevator and then see from there.
Okay.
See what we can do. Okay then.
Yeah.
Sneaking rolls.
All right. Yeah. Give me average stealth.
As a thing, should I go
Boots,
first?
you have
or
1 boost die. Camo, you have 2.
Yeah.
In addition to anything else you have, by the way.
Average, you say?
Yep. And you get a boost because Aramaa gave you 1. Yep. You're probably going to take a strain from that.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah.
Wait, I fucked up that roll.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I think you rolled 1 too many yellows, but you don't have to reroll. That yellow is blank. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can let it ride.
You can tell I'm a bit scatterbrained because instead of I swapped the G's and the Y's.
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
2 boosts plus what I already have.
Yep.
All right.
Because you have a squad giving you comm silence, and now that it's way too late for Aramaa to fix that, I'm very curious why she gave it to the sneakman and not the not sneakman.
Yeah, I'm worrying.
I thought it was group wide. So.
Nope.
No.
Boots is technically outside the formation. Which does actually matter because technically, Camo, while you have a squad on you, you count as a Silhouette 2 creature. So, it does actually have some potential ramifications. It's more like you're in a close formation, so you're a mass. But yeah. The comm silence gives you a boost, and then Aramaa, while she was issuing orders specifically, was like, "All right, and be stealthy."
Yeah.
Sneak, damn you! And it worked out. Wow. Oh, yeah. No. So, all right, Boots, you take a strain for your threat. As you open the door, look around, you think you're being stealthy, you wait for 2 guys to turn their backs, and you quietly, quiet run across to the elevator. You open the elevator door, Camo's already there.
Yeah.
It's like, weren't you behind me? Though this will at least keep, well actually it might keep Lucky involved. Lucky, do you want to roll for Scare to sneak? Because she is also a rival.
Yeah, I'll roll for her to sneak, why not?
Okay.
Let's see here.
Can I use that if anyone fails? Can I use that advantage to cover for them?
I mean, you have
Kirk's about to
advantage.
sneak. You could give her some boost right now.
Yeah, I'd take the upgrade and maybe the 2 boost die, honestly.
Upgrade
Here we
and
go.
okay.
Looking for a gift for Max.
It's like, oh wait. It's like, oh man. Yeah, because it's like I have actually 3. I have 3 plus thing, then 2 upgrades. So it's like, oh my god, this is.
Yeah, no, you're sneaking. You're solid
Yep.
sneaking right now. Yes,
We're
Kirk's
good.
fine. All right,
Just fine.
you're in the elevator.
All right.
The elevator controls are pretty simple. It's got a panel. You see a shitload of docking layers because this thing, like every 10 meters or so, there's another partition where there's like
Yeah.
a whole bunch of docking hatches and stuff. And then you see ops. You see main deck. And these things might have lateral movement, so you could pick out where you come out in the storage area. But it's like
Yeah.
industrial sector, living sector, and ops are basically your short versions.
Okay. Now here's a weird team huddle mode of being like, if they were storing these people and the ship, I assume they'd mostly be like in the hangar or
Actually,
maybe in
technically,
storage.
the hangar would be it'd be like a third layer for hangar deck too, because that's separate.
Yeah. I wonder if we should do hangar deck and then maybe like use their sensors to like track where they are from there, or just like find the ship there.
There's probably not a lot of places that they could hide the sentry.
Yeah.
It is a big ship.
So like, do we find the clones or do we want to find the ship?
If you find the ship, you can report that, and we can literally go on the attack. Be like, hey, the ship was missing. Why do you have that?
Yeah, then we can leverage it. Yeah. So let's find the ship then.
To the
Push
ship.
the button to dock.
As we're going to the hangar bay, everyone's trying to get into position. So if someone looks through, they don't see us directly.
Sure. You
I
guys
just
hug the
imagine
walls.
if there's any security cameras in the elevator, they just see one clone and just a bunch of weirdly shaped pot plants just standing there.
Oh, it's space boxes.
Baseball.
Waste
Hey, I mean, it
cardboard.
could be a cargo lift. You didn't actually say you were hiding in boxes, though. But yeah, no, you guys just hug the wall.
We'll totally grab boxes on the way.
All right, you arrive up. It's pretty short. Turbo lift. They're pretty fast. Space elevators. And just opens up. You guys look out.
Okay.
Look out.
All right, you check the
What would
hallway.
this
Nobody
be?
around. You see basically a big loop-shaped hallway, and you see 6 is a good number. I think I think I actually set this down, but it looks like there's rows of 6 docking bays, in a ring around.
Hmm.
So how you want to
Time
tackle
to-
this? We'll say that for
Well-
convenience sake, you're between 1 and 6.
Gotcha.
If it goes in a ring, shall we split up, go around?
You're gonna
Honestly,
just start checking.
Yeah, I'll just start checking. Just
Yeah.
keep silence to the minimum.
So, what shall we roll?
Oh no, I would think we're gonna roll anything initially.
No.
There's nobody walking around in this deck.
It would
So
be,
you-
there wouldn't be during the shift, yeah.
No, not in docking. Basically, do you want to start at 6 or start at 1?
Let's start at 6 and go down.
All right. So, because you decided to go that way, 6 docking bay empty. Shows empty. Doors unlocked. You can actually pop the hatch if you want to.
Slightly just look through, close it.
All right. Yeah. There's nothing. 5, same thing. Empty. If you pop it open and look, it is actually empty. You get to 4. 4 says closed for maintenance. And
Bingo.
it's got a big red light. And if you try to open the hatch, it does not open.
Is
This is a
there
situation of being
convenient
like-
security panel I could try to...
I was wondering
Oh
if,
yeah,
like,
no.
if
Normally this would require a code cylinder, but your slicer could attempt to pop it.
Good.
have the comm specialist back you up on that.
Yeah, he probably has computers. He can assist. Take
Now,
this.
what shall I
Actually,
roll?
wait, no, he can't. He's in squad formation. He's not a
Oh,
guy
yeah.
right now.
Gotcha.
There is
Yes.
actually a formation for mission specialist, but you would have to roll it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And guess what? The difficulty goes up when switching formations.
Yeah, the problem is just, I don't think any of
And
us
they're
have
all
presence
formed up
to
on
this.
Camo.
It's okay.
It's,
you started
I don't,
Destiny, it's fine.
there's only a
Yeah.
presence too, like no leadership, so it'd be
I don't
two
suppose
greens.
Kirk has any computers, does she? I don't think she does.
I don't think she does. No, she has. No, she just has astrogation.
What kind of computers check would you say this is?
This is going to be hard because this is serious tech.
Serious.
Can we at least give you a boost?
No, he
Well,
doesn't
that
need
was
it.
the discussion.
Uh.
There's not really any assistance.
Wow,
Gotcha.
the middle dice of both the yellows and purples is just blank.
All right, you're not super fast, but you did roll advantage, so you don't leave any obvious traces. You just do the classic move. You kind of pop the panel open a little bit. You plug your slicer gear in, and just tap some keys, and you get the light to go from green to red. And I will say, because you didn't, like, roll any threat on or anything, you do this without just, like, outright being like, maintenance is over, I guess. You know, which could have got some traces or something. And so the hatch pops open. You guys are going to look inside.
Yeah.
You're in a big, long dock, and you see there a consular class Republic cruiser docked. It appears to be in kind of a state of like lockdown dock. Like it's not free floating. The dock is sealed up. You don't really see anybody running around, but it does appear to be that it is actually got like some docking tubes or armatures. You know, the like the things you would use to board a plane, kind of plugged in.
Yeah, and it's kind of held in place by those.
So, Loth, here's a question to you: do you think we should check the ship, or should we report immediately?
Oh, I think you should report it. I'm gonna go check the ship.
Okay, I can manage that. My turn, yeah.
Skirka goes with boots.
Yeah, you guys investigate the ship. I'll report back in.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can walk and talk.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah. Who knows? They might have just been lazy and like locked up the clones on the ship.
Yeah.
They could have.
Yeah.
All right, you guys head for the ship. And you start.
Can Camo send a picture?
Probably not.
No, Aramaa's got a data pad.
Oh, you do? Yeah, okay.
Aramaa, you have a data pad. He's got helmet gear and stuff. He can take a pic.
I just wanted to make sure that like, his helmet sensor and just send it to her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's like she can just mask the thing that she got like a message from Camo.
All right. Upstairs, Aramaa. You've been doing this for. They haven't had to be particularly sneaky outside of the initial wait time, so you've probably been here a solid 20 to 30 minutes, scrolling through the things, scrolling through the screens. The clones with you are, Sneaks and Tops are in just full-blown guard form. Raz, the heavy weapons guy, is kind of, because he didn't get to bring his giant gun, is just kind of chilling out, leaning against a railing, tapping his foot, you know. You can tell he probably really wants to play a game of I Spy, but he can't. So I will ask, kind of, Aramaa, you doing anything different in this time? Kavis, what have you been doing? Kind of stuff. How you guys been spending your time as you just relax?
Oh, as I said, Aramaa's keeping up appearances. She's looking. She's trying to note if anything seems weird, if like there's particular reasons why traffics are heavier than some parts or in others. Just looking for patterns or lack of patterns. Just waiting for a call.
Okay. Kavis?
Kavis is sort of reacting as dudes are seeing like kick around the other guys, just like, hey, what's going on over here? Like, Can you tell me more about stuff?
Tell me about your job. I'm young and impressionable.
Make me an easy charm check. I've unplugged my headphones. Hold on. Let me slap the cord back in.
You
I accidentally eat my microphone.
There's only...
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
You managed to not be so annoying that they have to, like, throw you overboard. Are actually sufficiently distracting. Cool beans.
Cool beans.
Aramaa. What would be a good... Actually, that's a good question. Holocron. What are the actual checks for investigating? Because this is actually
Are there
a thing.
there should be something for this.
Yeah, no, it's something they added in the
Streetwise
fucking...
knowledges. It looks like it's usually streetwise or knowledge-based. So, let's call this... Okay, hold on. Education. Go ahead and give me a... Because you're distracted. Hard. You're not necessarily paying your full attention to the thing. Because you're like chatting it up and waiting for a call and stuff. Give me a hard knowledge education check. And you might actually, because you do research and investigation faster, you might actually pick up on this sooner than when these guys give you a call.
Okay. But that's still only 2 green versus 3 purple. What's our destiny pool at?
I think it's 4 and 4.
It's 4-4 right now.
4 and 4.
Well, I'm gonna spend it because if I fail it, I'll just get it back.
Fair enough. And if
Fair
you
enough.
succeed, you succeed.
And if I succeed, it's
We
probably
used like a lot of those points, so hey.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, you've been spending.
This is what stealth
Sorry,
jobs are. It's like pressure.
you're good, Papa. Let's see what happens. One success.
Hey!
Alright, it still doesn't take you. So, actually, once you're about 10 to 15 minutes are in, you do notice something. You're starting to go back, you're scrubbing back in the time, you pull the codes. You find a weird... It's very minimal. You wouldn't have noticed it other than the fact that you're fast forwarding, so you do actually spot these kind of things. There's a weird time jump. About I think at this point probably about 3 or 4 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Basically about when the station crew reported to you that the sentry would have been ship-napped. You do find that there are suspicious gaps in the industrial holocams and the docking bay holocams.
Industrial holocams. Okay.
Yeah, not the living ring, the actual refinery and industrial ring.
Okay.
You find suspicious gaps where there should be... It's small, it's just 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here. But because you are actually paying attention and don't actually have eyes to point, so...
How do you look
can,
at the screen?
You can sense what the screen is saying next to you while also looking at the guy.
You can daredevil the screen.
You do... Armaa's very daredevil. You can actually spot those little skips and jumps. Since this is actually several minutes before Camo gives you a call, are you gonna comment on him or anything?
Am I gonna comment on it?
Yeah, you gonna do anything about it, or are you just gonna file it away?
Just gonna file it away, but she will make a noise like, "Oh, interesting." But at that point, she's gonna get the call and she's gonna be like, "Oh, excuse me, one moment." Get up, get her data pad.
Yeah, your data pad. Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. Looks at it and just be like, I see. Oh, excuse me, I need to make a call real quick here. So Aramaa will stand to the side. She'll tap her helmet.
Okay.
Just gonna call some boys back on the ship. She's not actually calling
sure.
She taps. And call Camo's comms.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like, what is our trooper? What's the? Just calling to check on real quick. What's the status of the ship? Not too banged up, is it?
System's fried, but everything seems operational.
All right, make sure you give it a full once over. We want to make sure we get out of here in one piece with it, okay?
Oh yeah. We noticed something weird in the 4th docking point.
Okay, got it. All right, and that's all. I gotta get back to work.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, he rolled a threat on that. Aramaa, as you finish your conversation, you notice the guy who was basically babysitting you. He seems to, because obviously he doesn't be like what you're talking about. Like he doesn't get up on you. But I may have rolled for him to sense what you said, and he rolled a triumph. But he did get a threat. So you do notice that he seems to leave your space rather quickly. Like when you turn back with your comms finish, you kind of hear him clunking away, and maybe see him moving through the crowded security space.
Do we jump the gun now, or nah? We've caught them. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Depends when when you get you got a image from your data pad shows up or something.
Yeah, no. But no, he sense moded me. He got me.
Yeah.
So, I'll go for him.
Okay.
You're going for the security guy?
Well, unless someone can tell me that is not a bad idea, they'll let him get away and inform the foreman that they may have been had.
No, it's fair. I'm just double checking that's what you're going for. All right.
Yeah.
It's no real big deal for you to catch up to him. What are you doing?
Influence.
Ooh. You're trying to influence a weak mind.
Yep. I'm gonna basically sell him. I don't think I have the range band, so I needed to be close to him.
Oh, yeah. You're just gonna jog up and catch his sleeve. Okay.
Just catch his sleeve. Like,
you're approaching me.
And influence, nothing, just everything is fine. This Jedi is boring.
All right. He's a mook. Roll force dice.
Let's see here.
This is a Clone Wars episode. It's fun.
Oh, this is absolutely a Clone Wars episode.
Yeah, it's totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
We say that as earlier you and I were bumbling. It's like, oh wait, what should we do now?
No, I mean that's also Clone Wars. Two clones standing there. You think the Jedi doing the thing? Yeah. Should we go do the thing?
Yeah, probably.
I guess.
Do we have orders to do the thing?
Hey, let me double check.
The general didn't establish a do the thing code before we left. I guess we wing it.
Yeah. Hey, it worked. Hey, 5 minutes.
Thinking
hey,
for ourselves.
look, Wingy
egad.
worked. 5 minutes. Oh, look, Wingy worked out.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's what it is. Opposed discipline versus discipline check combined with an influence check. Okay, I knew there was something in there. I was trying to remember.
No, is it opposed always?
Let me see here. Control. The Force user may make an opposed discipline versus discipline check combined with an influence power check. If the user spins Force Pip and sees on the chance, he can force the target to adapt an emotional state or believe something untrue, lasting 1 round or 5 minutes.
Okay. So it is always opposed. All right. I wondered if because force checks are generally not opposed. You don't even roll a skill check with them. But this specifically calls it out, so it is. Okay. Then it is an average discipline versus discipline check because he doesn't have any points in discipline.
It's probably like that.
But
If,
I'll
like,
give him the benefit of the doubt that he has at least a 2 in willpower.
Depends on the race, but probably assume so. Yeah.
He's probably like a human or something normal.
Well, I got the one to activate, which is what I needed.
Double triumph, Jesus
Does
Christ!
he just give you his social security number now?
No, that's not the influence you went for it.
He gives you his life story.
No, because
Can I spend a double triumph to just make it semi-permanent?
Yeah, you can definitely be like have a lasting impression on this because what you said, what you were aiming for was you just want to catch him and kind of wave your hand in front of his face and go, nothing's wrong here. The Jedi's boring. It's just like, nothing's wrong here. You're boring. He just kind of blinks and he says, sorry about that. Didn't want to overhear. Just going about my work.
No.
You going back to watching your tapes?
Actually, no. That's why I need to grab you. I would like to go speak with the maintenance crew about like those minor incidences and whatnot. Could you help? Could you lead me to them?
Now that he's under your kind of unnatural influence, he feels a little more exaggerated, where he's kind of just like, yeah, just up this ladder. Come on.
He gives a big sigh.
Are your
I
friends?
Can't believe we're gonna deal with this.
Are your soldiers coming with you, or do they need to stay here?
Oh no, they can come with.
All right. He kind of gestures to the clones and Kavis to following. All right, follow along. All right. And he takes you to a ladder and starts. You climb up to maintenance. Okay. Mm-hmm. Smash cut back. You guys are getting onto the ship.
Yeah.
I would like for you to roll for me, since I assume you said you were going to look at the ship, like you're checking if it has the prisoners on it and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to make this active perception. Roll me a average perception check.
Skirt bonus 2 for you off.
Yep, skirt bonus.
Probably get the engaged. I probably get the short. So.
Oh, you're going to have skirt stick close to boots.
Yeah, because they said they were going ahead, and they kind of like.
Yeah, that makes sense. They kind of scooched ahead, and you took a step back to get your bearings.
Did we say how tall she is? She's like, I just imagine like Boots looks up, she's just standing.
Yeah, she's like 6
him,
foot.
She's 6 foot, but remember, she's Trandoshan, so she might have a little bit of the slouch. Who knows? She
also,
might have some of that.
So average or hard?
Average. Bog standard ears.
Sorry to interrupt you, Lucky.
No, that's fine. Lucky's just tangenting.
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
Nice. Also nice.
Hey!
Try to pay.
I'll take the threat.
Okay.
Who's worried about the boys?
You should roll the second
boost die. Why are you blank?
Well, yeah, you should roll one more boost die because it's 2 for engaged.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Heightened perception is great.
It is.
Hey,
there,
you didn't even get the threat. All right.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right. So Camo hears this sooner, or better, I should say, kind of like faster, kind of realize what's going on. But Boots gets some finer details of that triumph. You guys are kind of not outright sneaking, because I didn't make you roll stealth, but you guys are kind of quietly walking the halls. Just gonna say that kind of naturally you guys head towards you guys head towards the bridge rather than the tail section. Trying to get up front. You keep your ears out, and Camo, you hear it first. You hear kind of a quiet conversation going on in the bridge. Definitely doesn't sound like clones, because you guys all have the same accent. Kind of a mix of maybe somebody speaking in binary and just basic, kind of have a chat back and forth. Boots, you just pause for a second, and probably when Camo gestures for you guys to like take a step, you kind of listen and you listen out, and you hear them distinctly muttering, "Come on, hurry it up. The boss wants to crack the computer core so he can sell their codes to the Separatists." And the other guy's like, I know. You ever broken military encryption before, you Claude? No, but you said you could. And if you don't, you're going to get fired. Yeah, I know. He's going to fire me into space. Now shut up and let me work. Come on, you stupid. You hear clanking like in a little... you hear probably some kind of, comms tech droid kind of... at them,
I'll say this out of character. The fact that he fucking said Claude is making me giggle. In character.
It was pretty good.
Boots is going to point towards the door and then instantly move to do a breaching maneuver to shoot the fuck out of these people.
All right.
Before we do that, actually,
stacks at the door.
Yeah, I guess it's more at my call. I was more expecting to be like, when we get there, Yeah. Good thing, Boots, you're waiting to do it, because if you do it immediately, this is going to get worse. So because in this situation,
All right, no,
stop.
Just do the thing.
Okay.
Stop explaining anything.
You're gonna try to stealth the axe?
Basically, we go we go behind, we sneak behind them, we have their guns to their heads, and then we basically just question the fuck out of these two idiots. And then we go from there.
Oh, well, we can kill 2 of them and leave 1 alive. We only need 1 for questioning.
Oh, there's 2 of them and then the droid, yeah.
I need to introduce conflict just so we can get Darkside Boots with all of his fucking murder.
You also can just stun blast them.
Well, he can't. I assume he's got wife number 8. He had that last time.
Oh yeah, no, I've got wife number 8. That has no stun setting. Are you kidding me?
Oh, damn it. I got this.
Yeah, I can stun them. I'll just shoot their legs off. That'll work, right?
No. Also, don't damage the ship.
I mean, theoretically, the buckshot interior is less damaging than your fucking crazy plasma. Really, you should draw your best cat, but anyway.
Yeah, but... Okay, fair.
What are you doing, oh Commander?
Yes, person who is above me in command, ARC Trooper.
I want to do the stealth check, just be behind them and be like, don't move.
Sure. Roll the sneak up on them.
We're ambushing this.
Perception based on cunning? Yeah, they probably got 2. It's an average.
Well, Loth will have Boots will have a talk about this later. Right now, we're doing this.
Ignore the fact that I fucked up that spelling.
Oh, thanks for playing.
Thing. That's the laughing.
Average, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, don't you guys worry. The GM will punish Boots plenty for his incompetence if he decides to fuck it up.
Aramaa suddenly just looks up, kind of. I feel a disturbance in the voice. Internally, my boys
in
are
the
doing
voice.
something. And then just internally, my boys are doing something dumb again.
Just under your breath, like, Boots, do 50 push-ups. Do it again.
Battle meditation across the ship.
I mean, if you had the planetary upgrade, you could use it to issue orders.
Yeah.
You could give Boots 2 boost die and yell at him to do push-ups. Anyway, Boots, you should also roll stealth.
I'm gonna get my planetary upgrade just so I can yell at them from further away.
I mean, Boots is prompting this by this point, because I'm trying my best. I'm honestly trying my best.
No, you can understand why Boots is having the concern.
I don't get boost for any of this, do I? No, so just,
not anymore with Aramaa.
Yep.
I should have never boost. I forgot about that, but I'm fine.
Hey, doesn't matter.
Alright, you guys stalk into the cockpit. It's pretty, or the bridge rather, it's pretty small. What's the number of dudes on this anyway? It's like,
It's like 6 and plus 5. Like 10, 11 people.
Yeah, the bridge crew is captain, pilot, co-pilot, navigator, comms, engineer. Yeah, so there's like it's open, but it looks a lot more like the cockpit of like a passenger jet kind of thing, right? Like it's, got a couple console stacks, got a nice chair for a captain to sit, got a big wide window. And you see down at the looks like the navigator's seat, you see just a couple of these, station punks, and it looks like some kind of, rolling computer cart droid are plugged in, trying to, crack in. You see them type some things. Red flashes up, and then type it again. You guys roll.
Have you tried typing password with a capital P?
I want capital basically like as they're busy doing the shit. One of the guys just has one of his like what if his DC-17 just poke in the back of his head? It's like, say anything, and you'll be outside in space sooner.
Roll me an easy coercion check. Take a free upgrade.
Okay. Alright, cool. Coercion is cunning, right?
Willpower.
Okay, gotcha. Great.
Oh, hey, you get a free upgrade to it.
Yeah.
Let's see how cooperative they become.
Yeah, I suck at this. Great.
It doesn't matter. Roll for it. It's better than me shooting them immediately.
Average, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, technically, if they don't, and you don't pull the trigger, it's not resulting as violent first.
Yeah.
Technically. Well, pull that trigger, boy.
Yeah, stun blast.
No, there's no threat. They aren't silent like you ordered, but they do not fight back. You don't. Okay. You don't fuck up so bad. They're just like
fucking sassy about it.
They're just like they jump away from you and like press their back up against the console, hands up, like hands up. They babble incoherently for probably a good solid 60 seconds before they start making sense. And they're just like, don't do it, don't shoot me, don't.
Hex unplug the droid. Hex unplug the droid.
Roger? Hex just, grabs the droid and slightly undelicately just pops it out and faces it around. The droid kind of turns its little face around and goes, him in binary. And he says, Criff, you two.
Now, give us a reason not to fire.
I have a wife and 7 children. He falls to his knees.
7?
I work
cool.
I work double shifts to feed them all. Please, I can't get fired. He just starts crying, big baby tears, snot running down his face. We'll say this guy's a human. He just he just grabs boots a boot and just
I too am a family man. So why don't we just work this out peacefully and no one has to get hurt?
Okay.
So why are you on the ship?
Tell him everything. No, my life insurance doesn't cover this.
I need to.
If we say something, we're gonna get fired. But my life insurance. Okay.
I will say right now that
it's...
okay, hold on. Sorry, I will just interrupt and be like, considering our general is a very persuasive and kind individual, I'm pretty sure she will find you more legal work to do aside from this.
Go ahead and make me an average charm check, buddy. You're playing good cop.
Hey, I get to make charm. It's been so long.
Oh no! You're 2 points in that, right? You do.
Oh no! Oh, come on!
If only you had the good cop talent. Alas, alack.
What tree is that?
There's a lot of them.
Quite a few. I think both good cop and bad cop are in Marshall, but it's scattered in a couple others.
Yeah.
I feel like now, I might actually get points for it because I don't have that as a skill. So.
Tubes the clown rides again.
Yeah.
Oh well, I tried.
Yeah, we both tried.
Yeah, they basically just you're not getting information out of them very fast. Like the other guy, the slightly more nerdy, not family guy, kind of basically says the equivalent of, we're not trying to break into the ship's computer core and steal all its navigational data and encryption codes. Definitely, that would be illegal. We're making sure the computer doesn't do that. Anyway, smash cut. Back to Aramaa. While those guys think about that.
Yes.
Aramaa, you go up the ladder. Clunk, 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 clunk. You have a slight tingly feeling at the back of your neck, but I'm sure it's fine. It's just the wind. You just walked under an air vent. It's fine.
It could have been way worse. I'll just say that.
Well, yeah, you didn't start shooting loudly.
Yeah.
But you're up in and you see basically the maintenance and systems operation. So you see big, like rows of system displays. Check lights, green lights. Instrumentation panels. You see a couple of these guys look more like maintenance-y type space techs. So they're wearing their overalls, but they've usually got like tool belts and pouches hooked to their jumpsuits and stuff. They're not carrying blasters, but they have like glow rods or multi-tools dangling off their belts and stuff, and they're just like clacking away, double checking. Be like one of them, turns to swivels his chair over to the other, and he's like, pump number 77 seems a little slow today. Let's file a ticket on that. And it's like, Roger, filing a ticket. Puts his fucking, it's time card machine. Punches the ticket. Punches the punch card. Puts it in the slot. And then the thing goes in, and then another guy comes. Another droid actually sweeps by, grabs it out, hands it to like 5 cubicles or 5 kiosks down. Guy gets it, punches it in, puts on his headset, and it's like, maintenance man, go to 7. A little slow today. And then you probably hear loudly over his headset, Roger that, maintenance 77. Are you want fries with that?
Yeah,
actually, yeah, no, and then the guy probably tabs over and is like, Kelly, get me a blue milkshake up here.
It's gonna be lunch soon.
And can we get another round of Rancor energy drinks?
You really want the Rancor sauce with that?
Sorry.
Rancor sauce is actually a thing. It's actually supposedly really disgusting and really intense.
Probably. I was just making a joke about Monster Energy.
Right.
because I know my audience. All right. So yeah, you're in maintenance. The guy kind of just, nothing is wrong. You're just super boring. So he's just chilling.
Okay.
I think with those triumphs, that means that at least for you did triumph to make it last long. Yeah, for probably the rest of this session, he's just going to assume everything you do is boring.
That's kind of amazing.
So it's like,
that honestly kind of means that he probably isn't paying as much attention to me as
Yeah.
No, it definitely means he will have some weird reactions to things you do, probably.
Yeah.
Like, if you probably punch him, he's just going to be like,
What? Oh, ow, that hurt.
what are you doing? Don't do that. You lightsaber his boss in half. Huh. Probably shouldn't have
Could
done
have been cooler.
Anyway, so you're in maintenance bay. You just see a bunch of these more probably overworked guys in jumpsuits, yelling at each other back and forth, casually talking about stuff.
All right. Can I just find? I just want to find a person who can tell me about the recent mishaps or accidents. I guess.
All right, you get to kind of the equivalent of like the pit boss or whatever, just down there, and he's like, the crew chief, just like security guy's like, hey chief, this lady's just a general. She's just here to ask you some questions. The guy kind of looks at him funny. It's like, it's perfectly routine. Foreman said it's fine. It's like, yeah, okay. All right.
I'm too tired to think about this.
Actually, no. Let's say this is a stern-faced, overworked looking woman, and she's like, "All right, chief." Turns to you, General. What do you want to know?
Can I just get maybe the past week's records worth of incidents, accidents, just anything that might have popped up strange? Do you have those records on hand?
Yeah, they're all stored up here. Let's go to the machine.
Thank you.
Walks over. You see a big terminal. She just loudly clack, clack some keys, and just like, pulls up a big list. Saying, here's all the maintenance tickets we filed in the past. Let's start. She kind of looks at you. Let's start you on a week. Maintenance keeps this thing running. This isn't like security. We can store maintenance tickets forever. We unload the hard copy off to corporate headquarters every 3 months.
Wow.
So here you are, General Jedi. You can tell she's getting a little sassy with you because you asked for the maintenance tickets. She's like, all right, you want my maintenance records? Here you go.
It's called stump on the desk.
All right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Guess what? Again, my task is just to kill fucking time. Although I will say, as I look through them, I'll see if there's any that correlate with those time skips.
Go ahead and make me. Well, you're doing it again. Yeah, this would be education or probably Outer Rim, which I don't think you have either of.
No, I'm not the brain.
yeah.
You're looking for specific information. I'll call it an easy check this time.
Yeah, I'm just taking along.
Actually, no, Kavis, come here.
Have Kavis do this.
Yeah, no, you help me. Fuck.
All right.
Just shove Kavis into the data pad.
Into the table.
It's
On the
just-
table from the book.
Armaa's just like,
going.
wait a second. Hey, Padawan, help me out here. How about your senpai?
Alright, everyone's
something.
Kavis, you have education?
yeah.
All right.
Education 2, I think it's Education 2 in 3.
Okay.
Jesus,
so technically,
yeah, no.
he's got the skill for it. But we should have Lucky roll your dice
Yeah.
just to be funny. Yeah. Go to roll it. It's only easy,
I
like I said. You know what you're looking for.
Information.
I give him a boost, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Seems fair.
Yeah.
All right. Subtly, without attracting any attention, you develop a very quick rhythm of just popping open a ticket, skimming. At some point, the lady who kind of stands over your shoulder for going back and says, we got a code system. Low priority tickets are green. Medium priorities, yellow or orange. High priority is red. You'll notice my safety record holds. We haven't had a high priority ticket in 2 weeks. All right, I'm gonna go back to my job. All right. Goes back to her, her crew chief desk, sips her calf. But you're able to very subtly and very quickly with that roll, skim through and find the time band you're looking for. You don't find any high priority. It's just greens, and none of them, looking at them, seem... With a triumph, you are 100% convinced none of them are suspicious. whatever they edited out, it doesn't look like it caused any damage or anything they need to fix.
Okay.
However, I will note, it is technically maintenance, but you do find that since then, there have been, looks like almost twice as many requests for supply re-ups to the storage areas on the lower ring.
Storage areas, lower ring.
And actually, I should clarify, that is twice the frequency of normal supply requests, and also, normally storage areas don't need supply requests. They're storage. Well, you need supplies in storage. You store the supplies in storage.
Yeah. Like, what are you losing in storage? Also, is it about the time where Lucky gets the picture sent to him?
Oh, no, he
No,
got it already.
I got it already. Remember, that's why I gave you the call to tell you to check the fucking shit.
Okay, at the time I was like wondering about the time scale, because I was like...
Yeah, no. So basically, this takes Aramaa probably another... Because you still helped him, or, did the check, whatever, so your researcher still applies. So you're very fast at skimming at,
Cargonia.
this whole thing. So, Aramaa is off doing this interrogators.
Have they stopped whining yet? I assume they haven't.
One of them's crying like a baby. The other one is just, he's lying by not, well, he's telling the truth by lying, basically, where he's like, we're definitely not doing the thing.
Where are the people that used to run this ship?
Yeah, people run this ship. Not my ship. First I've seen of it. What? Actually, we talked about this. In Genesis, opposing discipline is vigilance, right? Or opposing deception is vigilance, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys should probably make me easy vigilance checks to fact check these guys, I guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that in general. We'll probably let that ride through a few of your questions.
Okay.
So, vigilance checks?
Did we get any editors from Skirk?
Yeah, heightened awareness counts.
Also,
Yep.
okay, I think we both technically get boosts, because if it's
How
quite
much?
just being intimidating.
No, easy. They're not liesmiths. Also, I
I mean,
would
you
like to
could,
point out that Skirk, while she doesn't have coercion on her own, she does have 2 willpower and has 2 boost dice to it from her hunter armor.
Yes.
Because she's
Right.
wearing the skin of a space tiger over one shoulder or something.
Don't worry, Lucky. I was also, boots internally right now. I was about to post, that bit from The Simpsons, urge to kill rising.
Okay. Okay, well, that is a roll.
That's a
Alright,
lot
that's
of
just
advantage.
all advantage. Boots, you're reasonably sure with your success and advantage that at least for this first bit, he is telling you the truth. He doesn't actually know anything about the people who are supposed to be here.
Mhm.
They're comms guys. They're, tech nerds.
Yep.
Computers. Camo, you're...
Probably gonna get
You
some
can't.
weird-
I will say this: you can't tell if he's lying or not from his body language. You're not really an interrogator, or a socialman. But logically, you're pretty sure he's not lying, just because the way he says it is he doesn't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
He's not saying it in a way to try and make you not mad. He's just no. So, yeah, you get some nuanced information. He's probably not lying. You can't actually tell.
In this case, it's more of when did the foreman tell you to do this?
We've been working on this all shift since we got up. He kind of looks at you guys and can I check my chrono? Is that allowed? Are you gonna shoot me if I check my chrono?
Check your damn chrono, human.
Okay, thank you, giant lizard lady.
Like,
You are the
Kevin's like-
tallest and fanciest. Clearly, you are in charge. Okay. He checks his space wristwatch and he's like, "Yeah, we've been doing this since shift started about 16 hours ago.
You've been trying to crack this for 16 hours.
Have you ever cracked military encryption? Huh?
Yes.
Who's gonna say yes?
Oh. Well, I'm sorry. Not all of us are fancy soldier boys, okay? I'm just trying to do my job, and also, God, I hope that calf order comes in. Is at which point, you guys can kind of see out the front, the docking bay kind of open, and you see a drink serving droid just start wheeling towards you. It's got a double stack of calf.
We just get a ransack droid.
Oh no, everything's gonna go to shit because of the fucking droid intern with the coffee.
We just mugged the droid. We're fine.
Who did you bring with you, Walker?
Yes.
Yeah, Hex and Walker. Hex is babysitting the other droid. Walker probably just is I'll take care of it.
Forget back on the calf. I'm thirsty.
Rojo. And then there's probably just a squeak. Wah! Hey, who are you? Wah! Bonk bonk. Walker just walks back in holding the four pip thing of piping hot calf. One for you, brother. One for you, brother. One for you, brother. One for me. Sorry, Skirk, he was all out. The guy just looks at you with the talking tech, not the crying one. Just looks at you with deep circles under his eyes. The cold, dead eyes of a man who's been doing a 16-hour workday and is not done.
Fine, and I just reach over and give him the calf.
I just we're doing fucking mental.
All right, we don't know where the guys are who got the thing. Okay, it's fine. We're supposed to crack the computers. He's gonna sell it to the separatists. They're probably in the storage areas. We got the foreman's gotten all kinds of gifts and stuff because you've been selling them fuel illegally. I would like full immunity and everything for calf. Well, where do I sign?
So I just like the idea is you give him caffeine, therefore everything's just fuck it.
Yeah, I decided to stop to cut off the bumbling and just be like, you gave him the caffeine.
Yes.
Just okay, let me tell you my life story.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm willing to testify to everything.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, no.
In which case, call it in, Camo.
All right. You're right one. General. Just send it. Or it's
She got a.
I got a helmet on one.
Yeah, you got a helmet.
I know future of Star Wars. Do text images there or things that more just all direct calls?
Just call me. It's not people
It's a call. It's a radio.
All right. Yeah.
There's no cell phone network.
General, come in. Our trooper.
Aramaa will stand up. Walk a little bit of ways. This is Aramaa. Come in.
We're on the Century. We have found two overworked employees, probably trying to crack into the core of the computers on the ship.
Were they successful?
No.
All right.
At this rate, we have actually surprisingly 2 people willing to testify to all of the misgivings and possible crimes of the station of the foreman. So we have that if needed to be.
Any word about the other thing?
Also,
Don't
tell her we
forget
have
the
calf.
storage room.
What?
And the caffeine. Don't forget that too.
That was Walker. Walker's like, tell her we found calf.
The boys are telling me they require that we appropriated their caffeine, or we appropriated their calf.
You just hear Walker loudly in the background.
Yep. Just sip.
Well, I am intensely jealous, for I am drowning in maintenance tickets, so I hope you boys are enjoying your calf.
Right now, the soldiers aren't here. They vaguely mentioned something. They're probably in storage.
Mm.
Do you want us to wait here, or do you want us to actually go there?
Actually, through the maintenance tickets, can I actually pinpoint which storage sites they're being sent to?
You can get a range. There's several racks of several areas of storage interspersing. You can probably find the span it's in, the quadrant.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'll lower my voice a little bit. It's head to such and such storage area. Seems like there might be something weird going on there. We'll meet you there.
All right. We'll figure out how to handle these 2.
Wait, actually, put them on.
Okay.
Huh?
All right. Just.
All right, you hold up your wrist to them.
Yeah, just pull out the receiver. Just hold it.
It's boys, I'm assuming you've had a very rough day, and I apologize for the contact my contact treating you. But if you, as you said, you have agreed to testify, as it were, I will put my full backing behind you and make sure that you escape this life and find a much better job. It'll probably be on Sohaliv, but there's one thing I can tell you there. There's a lot of space there.
The cry man cries. It's so wet there. Don't listen to him. He's been traumatized. He has 7 children.
You get used to it. You get used to it after a while. Camo says,
Having 7 children?
Clarification. Sohaliv. All right.
Children, though, that's no problem.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're fine. It's okay. We're cool. We can wait here. We could actually go ahead and roll a charm check. Sure. Sure. Easy, I think I said earlier.
Yeah.
Boots would just be like, I told you she'd be willing to back you on this.
Yeah.
One success, 3 advantage.
Kind of nods and he's like, okay. All right. Yeah, sure, we're fine.
Right.
And actually, do you wanna get out of here right now? We're gonna fire up the ship. We can't access any of the computer stuff, but we can warm up the engines, refuel it, all that stuff. Is that fine? You want that?
Yeah, prep the engines, get everything ready. You're gonna have visitors soon, and there's gonna be a bit of a commotion. You're probably not gonna want to stay in the station for too much longer.
Okay,
pretty sure we
let's
can
fire
just-
it up.
Yeah. And don't worry, we'll tell the other clone boys that you guys are cool.
Okay, thanks.
This
I
cap
guess.
is actually
Well,
pretty good.
if they see you on their ship, they might attack you. Is what I'm saying. So we'll
Oh.
make sure they won't.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, so they'll go to the pilot and co-pilot and start pre-prep. They'll start doing pre-flight. No, they're not that scared. That's why Aramaa did good on the charm check.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
I got to take a quick intermission.
All right.
Yeah,
And
no
then we'll go
problem.
back to who should we snap back to? Probably
say
still
this
stay with the Cloning Boys since you gave them orders. But if Aramaa has a thing to do, I'll let you guys think about it while I'm gone. All right,
No.
awesome. All right, we're back after our intermission. All right. Aramaa, you're still not necessarily doing anything yet, or do you want to go down to storage?
Yeah, we found what we were looking for. We have an idea of where the clone lab is. We have quote unquote secured the ship.
Okay.
Yeah. So since if I assume my influence is working in the way I think it is on this dude, he should just take us down to the storage areas. And I'll just be like, yeah. Last thing, please take us down to storage. We're just gonna make sure that nothing's hiding down there.
Okay. You were pretty good. Go ahead and roll me not a deception. Go with another charm check. Give yourself an upgrade because of your pre-existing condition, basically. I think this is average for him. So go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Just because it's like you. Even if you were actually authorized, you would have to talk him into hey, take me down to storage. Be like, okay. But he, like you said, he does believe that nothing is wrong. You are just boring. So he's not gonna freak out about it, but you still do have to persuade him to actually do it.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
Jeez.
Well,
What's
considering
good
he is
to-
under the influence, he is not immune to fucking force powers.
No.
So I get that out of blue. And yeah, this is going to be wild. Fuck.
holy
Hopefully
shit,
well,
yeah. Do you want to just make that 8 success?
Sure, why not?
Just make it where I guess he just gives you his access card.
Actually, you could. Which would you prefer? Do you want him to take you there? Or do you want him to just be exaggerated, just give you his code cylinder or something?
It's actually, I think, personally, I feel like it suits the influence power that he just finds me so boring he doesn't want to deal with me anymore.
He's like,
Right.
here, he just passes you one of his own code cylinders, just just take this, open all the storage areas. Don't go any of the ones that are closed, because they're closed for maintenance. Don't blow yourself up. Don't
Alright.
don't get on my hair that easily. He still looks slightly distant and glassy eyed because you really influenced headlocked him pretty hard. So yeah, no, he's just writing it out you are so
I-
boring and unnoticeable to him that he's just don't blow yourself up and save me the trouble.
Okay.
As I typed in earlier, tags mind break.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, you have X1 code cylinder. Cool.
Yeah, it's well, if that case, you don't have to, and you can go back to doing whatever it is that you would. We'll be out of your hair that much
Yeah,
faster.
I'll go back to my important work. Clunk clunk. All right.
Aramaa just makes up.
He rolls his eyes at you and leaves.
Yeah, let's go down the.
Yeah, let's just go down.
All right. Are you making any effort to be subtle as you try and get back into the elevator? The turbo lift. Because there are there's probably 2 or 3 dozen guys up here. They're all got their heads in their work, but
3 dozen pairs of eyes that might look over.
Once you guys get in the elevator,
I don't want to say we're trying to stealth super hard, but I would say we're trying to make ourselves, a little, part of the background, a little unnoticeable.
all right, then give me we'll call it an average stealth check overall. Just for you guys.
good luck.
And you run out of that.
Probably hold on to that.
I'm just going to roll as is. Don't care.
I will
I'm
say
just
this
gonna
probably, especially because you said it's not a big deal. It probably won't be major result.
Successful threat.
I
Aramaa rolled
apologize
lots
for
of
using
result.
all the destiny points.
Kavis, you take a strain, but you it's a little stressful, but you stay cool and just kind of quietly walk. Aramaa, you just think about, and it's just like, nah, fuck it, I'm just walking. You just
Power walk.
Yeah, you decide to just stride with purpose. Some people probably notice you walk by, but don't pay you any mind. It's not like you failed with threat or anything.
It's like, oh shit! It's probably the minute it's like, oh shit, that's a fucking Jedi.
You know, just
Oh,
like,
that's the inspector
okay.
now.
You know, like one guy notices you at the corner of his eye and just pivots his chair back. Okay, nope, not my business.
Let's not get anything. Oh,
Give it a couple decades, and the Imperial March would be playing right now.
And just push the button.
I have a suggestion.
Okay,
I'm
go
listening.
ahead. I was gonna turn it to you guys anyway.
I was gonna have it as the elevator. As your elevator stops at docking, and then outside are just boxes around the corners, and then as it goes, it's just the entire squad like goes around the corner and like points guns at the people. And it's like, oh,
What?
oh hi, oh hi. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Well, I was just about to ask how you guys were gonna do. So if you guys were just gonna hop to the elevator, no, that makes sense. The elevator stops at docking.
Yeah, just gonna be in the elevator, like hide boxes around the thing. If people came down, not just go in.
Aramaa just that says going down.
Exactly. Actually, yes.
Also, Marth did say in chat he points out that Kavis quietly told Aramaa about the stuff he noticed on the foreman.
Oh, so he has all the access.
Yeah, he has the master keys and a comlink and a datapad.
Comlink and datapad.
This is just in case there's issues.
Oh, I most certainly say there will be an issue later, but for right now, the clones come first. The boys come first. I don't like referring to them as the clones. They're the boys.
The boys.
Yes, the boys come first.
The boys, the boys, the boys.
It's actually a good idea of a datapad. Oh shit!
What?
Sorry, I was looking for like pictures. They do come in a lot of different styles, but they are pretty normal. Okay. Yeah, so
Okay.
it would just look like he's just got like a tablet clipped to his belt.
Cool.
Or a smartphone, kind of like that type of size of object.
They probably have like in Star Wars, like probably very like durable plastics. So like those things are actually like quite durable. You could like toss around and shit.
Yeah, this while the tech level is a lot of, like I said, analog future, the material science is way more advanced. So it's probably like a nice tough plastic.
Okay.
Or a plasteel fiber or something.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, you're going down to storage.
Anyway, down to storage. We
Bong. Bing bong.
go over to the area that might have been indicated in the tickets somewhere.
Okay. You go down to that quadrant of storage. Are you guys trying to sneak?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody roll me.
Actually, wait. You should probably move the squadron to be on boost.
Well,
Roll
actually, I
yourself.
can.
I don't know.
Actually, I am going to make an easy check, and I'm going to put the squadron on.
Put it on yourself. I've got 3. I usually roll 3 greens for.
That's very true. I'll put it on me. Yeah.
All right.
So
And
I'll-
are you going to include the other 2 guys too? Because they were technically.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna form the full minion squad on you. All right. Seems fair.
Roll. Let's
Okay.
Yeah. Puh.
Yeah. Let's go with an average stealth check.
Yeah, we're lucky to do roll first. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm doing it. Okay.
You're
Well, I'm good. And now I will make my stealth check with
One
skier.
threat.
Jesus.
Hey.
Is it alright if we omit Skirk from this just to save rolling?
Yeah, it's fine. If you, we'll just kind of take the average of you guys.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Some of you are very stealthy, but one of you is not.
It's
very
basically it's 3 yellows, 3 yellows, 1 green, then 2 upgrades. So yeah, and a boost. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, that happened. That fucking happened.
Yes.
So many results. And then that I love the one blank boost dice right there in between.
It kills me because it's success advantage, blank, threat, failure. It is perfectly balanced as all things should not be. Fuck.
Ripperino.
Only I could use my advantage to cover you guys.
No, it's fine.
Nah, you already rolled, so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Like
Cool.
honestly,
Cool.
like honestly, if everything goes fucks here, like no, this is fine.
This is the point where it's fine, honestly. Yeah.
We kind of know where the clones are. We found the ship. We have testimonies. It's like no, if everything goes tits up here, it's like I don't know. We're just gonna punch our way out. Cool. It's fine.
And we got food and rations to feed the clones if they're hungry, so we can get them at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So you guys start walking by. You start walking down. tactically moving from cover to cover, all that stuff.
Tactical.
You pass by a big storage room that's like fuel storage, etc. Big red hazard markers all over it. You do see some racks with some of those heavy mining suits that you saw earlier. The guys wearing the spacesuits, just kind of hanging on the wall, kind of stuff. And so you're kind of clonking by.
Oof.
And you get to you pass by by the first large just free storage area, one of the possible ones that they could be being. And so you go to check in, you pop in, you're wandering around, you're checking all your lanes, and Aramaa, mostly you're traveling with a squad on you, so you're not necessarily super quiet, but you're not super obvious either. Like you just failed with nothing, so it's just you just kind of exist. You're not super quiet. Kavis is walking and just clang shin first into a toolbox.
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh.
And just you scatter hydro spanners, power screwdrivers, all that kind of stuff all over the floor. Clang, clang, clang. And then you hear kind of a deep binary noise. And
oh god, did they actually have? Did they actually have? No, do they actually have separate droids just hanging out down here?
Are they security droids?
No, they're not security droids.
Is it actual saboteur? I'm gonna laugh. There's actually was saboteur droids.
Oh no! You will pray for there to be saboteur droids.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh wait! Is it?
Or
it can't
I'm
be
concerned. I am concerned.
Let's wait. Okay, because I'm concerned.
I
need to hear for the sound of rolling first.
No rolling. But hold on, let me make sure to find where to find these. Did you not put them in this book? Are they not in Alan's series? They would do that to me. They would definitely do that to me, or they put that somewhere else. Okay,
it's like a situation where we'll find the clones after the combat encounter.
I need some more ingots.
Probably an edge.
Adversaries.
Sorry about the slight delay here. Just gotta find my stats.
No problem.
Good stats here. Yeah. Nope. So kind of above you in the racks, in the storage racks, you see some good old red whirling lights.
Oh no!
Kind of appear and kind of man-witching you in between the stacks. One of them jumps down right in front of Kavis, and one of them kind of behind you all are a pair of assassino droids.
Assassin droids.
Oh no!
Clunk clunk.
Which,
by the way,
wild.
are super fucking illegal. They are literally restricted.
These are like HKs, right? Or that's just the one line.
Well, they look more like IG series, which are known to be used by the SEPs.
I was wondering what kind of different models of assassin droid exist.
Many.
Gotcha.
All right, everybody, roll initiative. Probably roll vigilance.
Everyone get a boost from Skirk. I'm getting 2 because I hugged that lizard booty.
There's
Fair
a
enough.
fucking image there for that one.
Yeah, they have to get it. Oh, damn, Marth.
Okay, luckily they're kind of...
Oh,
they're not supposed to be better at that other thing. They're
That is a lot of advantage. Thanks, Skirk.
they are.
Oh, do I want to roll for Skirk? I'll roll for Skirk. She might be.
I just missed what kind
I mean,
of
I can roll for her to put her on the
If you
NPC
want it.
track.
Yeah, put her on the NPC track, please.
I missed what type of roll is vigilance.
Yeah, vigilance. Duh. Were you expecting to be attacked by assassin droids?
I was more just clarifying.
I'm half expecting Axe to say
yes, I saw this coming a mile away.
I was expecting Veriticas for some reason, but
No, there was no rolling. No destroyers. All right.
No.
You do.
I wasn't actually. I
Oh wait,
honestly was
actually,
not
she does
expecting
need a. Wait, no. Heightened perception's on the other characters.
every upgrade or everybody had like 3 will already.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll yet.
So let's
Oh.
space it out. Yeah, that last roll was me again for scare.
Do that blank Del Axe roll. Actually,
Yeah, he's gonna
I
take
would
some
take
strain.
1 strength.
Okay.
Because I got 2 already. That was a kind of amazing roll. Holy shit.
Item rebuild. Don't mind Lucky. He's still playing.
All It looks like this.
Dun-dun-dun.
Because, as always, for some reason, they gave these guys shit initiative stats.
Okay.
One,
better.
no cool for an assassin droid. 1 presence.
You think they'd have
2
all
vigilance. 1 willpower. Don't know what we were doing.
Do
Cool?
it.
They'd have like no presence for like all the.
I mean, I will just say this. I
Okay,
don't.
so
Basically, we've talked about this before. The game designers are bad at initiative. They don't like NPCs to have initiative, which is dumb because players can very rapidly overinflate it.
Very.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys can. It's a PC slot first.
Let's see here. I could.
but then it's probably just going to be punchy.
Well,
Or
listen, I
battle
could battle med. I guess. You guys want me to battle med, or you guys want to do something else?
Quick question: How many assassin droids are there?
There's 2.
Okay.
Two.
Because I was dumb because I was looking at it.
There's
No,
3
fuck it. I'm
NPCs.
punching.
Okay.
What's the distance?
You guys are probably short.
All right.
Perfect.
You're in a confined space, though. You're literally in the rows of storage stacks.
Can I? So it's confined space. Can I take the rear of an assassin droid, like jump over it or something?
You would have to roll a check as part of your movement, but yeah, you could try.
I will try.
All right,
I'll
you want to try and circle around behind one. Go ahead and roll your choice based on how you want to do it. Roll me an average athletics or coordination check.
I will go with coordination.
Okay.
But let's see. So, yeah. Oh, I get yeah because it's I only have 2 agility, but I still get force dice and average. Wow. You know what? I'll spend my 2 light to make sure I get 1 success, but it'll be 1 success, 2 threat.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get the advantage chart out because I was looking at stats.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the chart open again.
2 threat.
I wonder if all our rolls are rebounding right now.
Maybe. Who knows?
Speaking of rolling, I vote for Kavis to go next.
Okay. I'll go next after.
And I'll go last if Axe wants to go off.
I'm up for that, yeah, because I want to slash one of them.
I figured.
Of course.
I could probably do the rifle, but I don't know if it depends on how like bulky these things are.
I mean, there's still 1.
Or I mean, like how tough for tougher punishment they are.
You don't know. You haven't hit them yet.
Yes, like
Yeah, I'm gonna go with kind of a fluff on one of the boarding action options because I think it's interesting because you made a movement check. So you do move short to short and you move around behind him. However, you kind of catch your positioning badly, and fall prone and are disoriented for 1 round as you just kind of like something happens with like the station systems, or you catch a bad rack and just kind of slip and just sprawl onto the floor.
Okay.
You have jump up, so you can recover immediately, I believe.
Yes. I am still disoriented, and you said I move short to short?
Yeah.
Okay,
You just
so
move
I...
behind him.
Yep. Then
Well, actually, yeah. You want to engage behind him, I guess, is what you're going
Yeah.
for?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do the full engage.
Okay. Either way I was going to spend, but then with that, I will... oh, I'm disoriented now. So that's 1 black. Yeah, I will start the strain train. I'll convert to get another maneuver to aim, and here comes the fucking punching.
Okay. This guy is... double check. Hold on. Look at that. Is that... It's range defense now, so that doesn't matter. Adversary 2.
Ooh, I'm glad I aimed. So, yeah, ruh, and then 1 buh, 1 suh, then fuh. Am I missing anything? Give me 1 second while I think. Oh, yeah, you say he only has range defense. Okay. Oh, wait, not that. The black is for me. That's right, because I am disoriented. And... yeah.
Hot damn.
Okay.
Well, fuck.
That's a lot of stuff.
That is a lot of stuff.
You can do all the things.
I might do all the things. So... well...
11.
I'm trying. Well, I got to think if I got to like. Do I want to do? No, I have a triumph. I'm gonna do something fun. I'll use the triumph. For that. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put my 2 light pips. I rolled that into success. So it'll be 3 success, which will be 11 damage, pierce 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Pierce 3 becomes that, so... Oh, I'm sorry, just do math. Alright, got him. Yep.
Okay.
That's your attack.
That was my attack. I will spend my 3 advantage there to crit.
Okay.
And I will be spending the strain to pick, but I need to pull up the fucking table to look at the tables because I have to.
It's in the holocron.
Yeah, I gotta.
Also, I don't necessarily want to make this go extra long, but we are at almost 3 hours, and I am running out of juice, so I think we're going to have to stop after this fight.
Okay.
That's fine.
And then we'll do the wrap up next time.
Well, you guys will probably, get to see your cloney boys. We'll see.
Alright,
I'm gonna-
We're probably gonna have to do a dramatic cliffhanger because obviously, once you rescue the clones, you have to get off the station.
Get it. Yeah. Which we could be resolved next week. Yeah.
Where is it? Ah, here it
That's
is.
okay. Just works out great for the pacing, though.
I honestly thought we just probably end the session of meeting the clones, but yeah.
Well, that's what I mean.
So-
You'll probably see them or get them back, and then we'll.
Alright, so I'll be spending 2 strain to pick an average crit, and the average crit I'll be picking is Agonizing Wound. The target increases the difficulty of all bronze and agility checks by 1 until the end of the encounter.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
straight up debuff them.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I'm going to be doing with this.
All right. You direct a precision strike to one of its major motivators that controls its limbs.
And spend the triumph to again upgrade the difficulty of its next check.
Okay. So it's got an increase and an upgrade.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay, my turn next. Right, short. Yeah, the one behind me is short range.
I mean, yeah, he can. If you have, unless you have some objection to him being engaged now, he jumped around right in front of you. He can be engaged.
Oh, okay, so he's engaged. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just, since I heard him, I'll just whirl around.
Sorry, I was just thinking. For some reason, this stat block has piloting, planetary, and space at 3. They're assassin droids, though. Why don't they have cool 3?
Why are they meant to do drive-bys?
And they have computers 4 and gallery and everything.
I get them
else
meant to sneak in.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they're because this also is kind of, even though I'm sure they gave IG-88 a stat line in the big Allies and Adversaries book. This is kind of the IG-88 stat block, so he's well known for flying a ship in the EU. So I can kind of see why it's just it's so weird.
Why are there not there ambushes? Yeah.
Okay, so whirl around, quick grab my lightsaber, aim, then attack.
Yep. Give him the stabs.
Yeah. Adversary 2, don't forget.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so that's for the blue.
These guys are both Nemesis stat blocks, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it has the adversary too, so I was.
Yeah, I've noticed, and it's pretty much a peripheral option of the things I know about it. Okay. So that is 7 damage per each one.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to use those 2 advantage to crit.
Okay. Roll a crit. Okay.
Wow.
Stacking a lot of debuffs. Solid move. Alright. There should be one more
Then
PC slot.
I want to go, but in this case, so is Marth?
Everybody's engaged.
Okay. I was gonna probably get the best guy. It was more just which one would have more problem if I try to actually slice it with them.
Well, you don't know. Nobody said anything. It's not your turns anymore. You can't say anything. Shush. But they look about equally injured.
All right. Let's hit the one because Aramaa moved to make sure that someone else could hit it.
You did technically see Aramaa basically take a flying tumble on the floor and then just, like I said, just ukemi up.
Yeah.
So
let's hit this thing from the front side, or I guess it's rotated, but yeah, we'll just hit.
Well,
this
so actually, some of you haven't seen The Mandalorian. That has an IG unit in it as kind of a supporting character. They do a lot of really fun shit with its choreography. But yeah, it can spin its body and limbs around so that it has front back. Its front becomes its back.
Yeah, that's why I tried to correct myself about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
So let's just hit this. I'm gonna quick draw the Vescad and then just go into engaged.
All right.
Because quick strike,
and you do have quick strike because they have not acted yet.
I have 3, so I convert all of my 3 quick killer into just let's do 2 success, 1 advantage. So that's 3 yellows, average, and then
Don't forget the 2 upgrades. You forgot the 2 upgrades.
Oh, okay, let me do it again then. Sorry.
Roll that shit again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have superior. I was like, hold on, wait. That's a lot of extra symbols. No, okay, no, that's fair.
Wait, I keep typing wrong. It's rats.
Rah. Rah.
Okay.
Okay, that's kind of
let's
better.
see. That is 9. That's 9 pierce 2.
Okay.
And since it's a clanker, I only have a crit rating of 1, but I already have a crit rating of 1. So, let's see. I get +2, +5. I
You
could.
already have a crit on him.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
I'm doing math.
could I?
Yeah.
Could I? Let's see. Can I literally do this to like over a +100 crit?
I mean, yeah. There
I
are
wanna try-
crit results
What's
go
your-
over 100.
What's the vicious and what's your lethal?
I have lethal wounds 2, and this thing has vicious 3, so that's +50, so that's 60 already. So I could technically make it +130,
Plus,
or no, plus
plus 110.
+120.
Yeah, but remember he also has a crit on him already, so that's
all
only
right,
+10.
plus 1 point.
Yeah, that's what I already counted.
So
Because
it's
it's
already in your
50,
+120. All right, I mean, yeah,
It
if you want to,
60.
if you want to spend all that advantage that way, that is a pretty cool move.
I want to try this because it's the one time I actually. I just want to see what this is going to look like.
Yeah,
All right, roll it.
remember.
Don't forget to space it.
Okay.
Yep.
Space +120. Okay.
Target suffers
Oh.
1 wound and 1
I
strain.
rolled pretty well on that.
5
Okay.
wounds per red threshold, additional critical injury.
I guess I just preach its core.
Yeah, you just slice down the back through all of its like motivators, through its power core, and just it starts bleeding motor oil, basically bleeding droid oil all over the floor.
I could have legit outright killed it, but I just
Almost,
rolled
yeah.
surprisingly low.
You rolled
It's
pretty
like
low. Still
it
very
ends
bad.
up-
All right.
It ends up like that one clone from like Aliens Force. It's like, kill me.
We don't talk about aliens for Loth. It is now a NPC slot. If this guy's not going to get to go again, so he's going to go. He takes the
Okay.
1 wound and the 1 strain. Let me actually keep that in mind about the strain. I don't think it'll come up because none of you are using ion weapons, but it might. Okay. All right. Okay. He's kind of boxed in. It's kind of unfortunate. No, actually, can I do that? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. The droid just kind of spins all of its spindly little eyes at you, and then it lifts one of its arms with an integrated weapon, which you realize is a missile tube,
Oh.
and it's gonna.
Good thing-
Oh, you're engaged. You cannot point blank you with a missile tube. That's right. It has to disengage. You can't do that. Damn it.
I know. I think
Karsu?
point blank can also do inkshort and or engage. But
No,
yeah.
gunnery cannot.
Oh,
Gunnery literally cannot be used engaged.
Yeah.
gotcha.
As fun as that would be,
He can't suicide himself. Yeah.
yeah, it just doesn't work. You can't bring it around to bear. Fuck it. He has no movement skills either. I should have pre-written this. I would have written this much better, but I didn't. I thought it would be fine. I thought, oh, it's a nemesis. It'll be perfectly fine. But no, he has a lot of space abilities for no fucking reason, Fantasy Flight Games, calling you out, and no mobility abilities. You suck at this. You're bad and should feel bad. He's gonna climb up.
She's gonna leap up.
Yeah, okay. So this should be an average check, but, no, actually, hold on.
I assume both of us have dodge. We both have a dodge.
Well, who's being aimed at?
He's not doing anything yet. I need to.
Okay.
He's climbing away from you
Alright.
to disengage.
Yeah.
I will spend a destiny point, so he gets to roll. Yeah. This should just be average to climb up the shelves, but you've increased his difficulty. Oh, and you upgraded his next check too. There's a red in here. He can roll a
Yep.
despair. Let's see what happens. Does he
All of
climb?
his running ability. Yeah.
Oh no, he's
One
still
success,
making.
one advantage.
Hmm.
All right, he'll heal his 1 strain.
He's trying real hard.
Yeah.
Clank, 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 clank,
As he's leaking.
He disengages to short straight up, and then points his missile tube at you, Camo, and
This
fires.
counts as a range attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. I'm
You
also going to
performed one move maneuver this turn.
Yeah. So that's 1 upgrade, and I also have 2 range defense, and I'm going to dodge.
Fair enough. Just clink, chung. All right,
Tackle.
take your strain. You have 1 rank of dodge, right?
Yeah. So that's 2 upgrades because tactical evasion and that. So
Tactical leap.
As you
gonna mark
decide to
that for
dodge very hard. Okay.
yes.
On the other hand,
Holy
yes,
shit,
he
yeah.
does have, boy howdy, a lot of combat rankings. So that'll be 2 upgrades. So that becomes
And-
Rapa. Actually, no, the difficulty's increased by 1, so it's Rara, because you've upgraded it twice. You have 2 setback. Missile Tube Man, do you got any accurate? No, you have guided, but I'll never ever be able to activate that. Alas, alack.
Martha's a reflection. When you played Dr. Murderbot, did you try missile tubes and it didn't work out?
No.
Okay.
No. Missile Tube is not fun for you.
Okay, fair.
For you?
Ooh, excuse me.
I probably
He's
just
already used his maneuver, he's not gonna...
Good thing I put all the defenses in there. Just holy shit.
Yeah. I guess, one advantage usually sucks pretty bad. I know, he didn't roll goo.
If he did, it would be, very scary.
Oh yeah, no. He'll give his buddy a boost if his buddy gets to go. He just fires a missile. I'm gonna say that it because it doesn't roll out of advantage, it's a dud, basically. It doesn't fly far enough to activate and explode. So the missile basically, at the last second, Camo, you just shoulder out of the way, and it just slams into a storage crate and kind of... Not like explodes, but just shit scoots across the floor loudly.
It's a lot of force, yeah.
A rocket-propelled crate just flies across the floor. It is now Boots' go. Bootson.
That one droid is now technically above you, so you can just shoot at it.
He did disengage.
That's what I plan on doing before he decides to shoot his missile even more, because holy shit. I will use my action to pull out my rifle.
Okay.
Sorry, my shotgun, because I assume I didn't have it prepared.
Probably not. You guys were sneaking.
Yep. I will take 2 strain to aim.
Fair enough.
Nope. Hold on. There we go. Took a bit for my sheet to load. And let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Spending 2 of those boost die on collecting killer for success. You have 1 advantage.
Don't forget, he is adversary too. Oh, and he has 1 range defense. That's right. You're the first one to actually try and range hit him.
Yes. Okay, so adversary 2, so that means if he's that short, it
that
goes
becomes
from...
a Rup-Up
Yep, red purple.
with a sup.
And 1 S for range defense.
Rup-Up sup.
Sounds good.
Yep.
It's a lot of Vanto.
Good thing you know how to shoot droids.
Okay.
Let's see, that is a total of 15 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
You want to crit him again?
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to. He's only got 7 soak, so that still leaves 8 damage. So that's 20 of 19. Go ahead and roll me a plus 20 crit, Boots. It's technically a nemesis.
Horrific injury.
Holy shit, okay. You just blow its face off.
Holy 100.
I'm starting to worry.
Oh, sorry.
Poly, it's just slash
Poly D100, I'm dumb. 67, int.
Intellect.
Blow its legs off.
I heard his
Nope,
Brian.
int. You just go for the headshot. Parts of its tubular brain case explode. And it just clang slams to the floor in between Aramaa and Camo.
In which case, I've still got a 6 advantage.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give what is it to upgrade someone's next check, or is that a triumph?
It's only triumph.
Okay, in which case,
To
target.
the target, yeah.
Kavis, take 3 boost die.
Okay.
All right, it is time for the other one to go. He sees
I
that
want
his
you to do
compadre
the
has
thing.
fallen.
Okay.
Let's see.
Is he going? Oh, fun options.
Well, he's gonna disengage backwards. He's gonna backpedal because he can. Because he sees that you have a lightsaber, and his claw attacks will not be good against that. So he's going to pull out his repeating blaster and level it at you.
Oh.
He will declare auto fire.
Oh. How missed, Jedi.
Actually, oh no, but you're at different ranges. He'd have to do shenaniganery if you want to declare auto fire on all of you. That's right. Yeah, no, he'll just focus fire Kavis. Because some of you have shifted around and moved back and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 1 defense.
Yep. Hold on, I'm juggling my fucking tabs because people are yakking in Discord channels. Okay, so let's roll. He's got the same. This should just be an easy check, but because of Stinger and because of auto fire, it's 3 purple. You have 1 stuff. He moved, so he won't.
Right.
Yeah, fuck it. The last one didn't be so good. He'll take 2 strain to boost because he can, because he is a nemesis. He can take extra maneuvers without hurting himself. Roll them. God damn it. Fuck.
Seriously?
You're killing me with this. You're killing me, Smalls. I'm literally rolling, 3 yellow, 2 green.
I don't know if this is a bad thing to say, but should you start giving, your enemies, natural adversary or something?
No, Axe, this thing is literally shooting better than most of us can, and he still got a failure on it.
And
it has 5 freaking.
Well, yeah. Axe is saying I should just let them re-roll. No, though, because you don't want me to re-roll, because then I'll get the other flip side. We let the dice roll where they may. Is there a good 2 advantage for boarding? Probably not. Oh, yep, nope, there is. Doesn't hit you, but will explode a power conduit. Kavis, make me an average resilience check.
Okay.
As he fires, the droid fails to take into account the recoil and kind of fires around you with its spray.
Okay, so I'll use all 3 light pitch to eat the threat.
Okay, so you succeed without any extra stuff. You are fine. I really should just give you the... Well, they're probably thinking that being staggered sucks, but the game is way too nice when it's just you have to roll a check. Anyway, Skirk goes.
Mm-hmm.
Skirk should probably pivot because that guy is out of melee. She'll probably yell at Kavis to duck as she unslings her rifle, and we'll just go ahead and take a pot shot at that guy. Pop him a shot. Do you want to roll it or should I?
Okay.
I'll roll it. I have her stats right here.
Okay.
Let's see. So
he's short, but he is adversary 2. Does have 1 range defense.
All right. Skirk is 2 and 2, so that's yellow. But then Skirk
No, agility's 3.
Oh, agility 3. That's right. Derp.
Yeah. Skill 2.
I was looking at
Agi 3.
And what was the range of defense again?
I mean, it should be Rapha. You're at short.
Rapha.
1 range defense though.
1 range.
And she does have accurate 2 on this, unless she's using the detonator rounds.
She is not. So 2, another 2, and that should be everything.
Okay,
wow.
4 success. Her base damage is 8 with Pierce 2.
Yes.
She removes setback, right?
What?
Does she negate defense or not?
Nope, there should be a defense on that.
Oh, there should be a defense in that. My bad.
Yeah.
Just
you should have just said Lucky was a dum-dum who didn't roll defense X.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You can do that.
Yep.
It didn't do anything. So her base damage is 8, so that should be 12. Pierce 2. So he takes away 5, which leaves 7?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
7.
It's a suppressed rifle, so it's kind of a just strikes somewhere in the torso. The droid kind of backpedals a half step, but stays up. Top of the round.
Okay, I'll go.
All right. Yeah. Kavis is going to make him die.
I'm going to move.
Yep.
Back
Probably a good idea.
Take 2 strain to aim. Just get another boost.
Boost.
Yep. Nope. Not much you can do about this.
And then 2 and no subs. Okay. Is that everything? Yeah. All those buzz. And then 2 ras.
Yep. I suppose I shouldn't be too mean. The assassin droid was designed before.
Wow.
What? Oh,
I'm
wait.
I'm looking at my stats to track his HP. I'll check that in a second, so I can have a delayed reaction. I will finish my thought, though.
Don't say it.
I'll finish my thought. You animals. But I should give the game developers a little bit of slack. Technically, the stat block is from Edge of the Empire. They probably weren't expecting a Jedi in there.
Probably.
So he doesn't. But yeah, okay. Okay, double despair, huh? Double despair with
what explodes?
failure.
I'm just right, and I
I'm
have
just
5
amazed.
advantage I need to spend. What is there?
You're swinging a lightsaber, so I don't think that works. As much as it would be fun to cause, as noted, this place has a lot of problems going on. It would be very funny. Actually, hold on. Is there a similar?
Probably the most worst thing to say, but it's your lightsaber just stops working somehow. But that's.
I mean, technically he can power off, but that's not common.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. You're going to upgrade your next check once,
Okay.
and that check will be a hard vigilance check. So you go for the big lightsaber kill. You sweep it over your head. You sever both sides of the storage racks around you. The storage racks now fall on you. Please make me a hard vigilance check, not to be smashed.
By very heavy supplies.
Remember, Skirka is probably still within short of you, so...
She's within short. You do get a boost.
Yes.
But you
Okay.
upgrade it once. Because that's what I did
Okay.
with my other despair.
Yeah,
We're now Rebels episode.
Whoa.
grade one of the right.
Yeah, you upgrade one of the difficulty.
Okay, so that's
You just go for the double sweep strike, and he just ducks, dodges, and then just...
I
You-
still
you
have 5
realize-
advantage to spend 2.
Technically, you
Okay.
probably resolve advantage before you resolve despairs or something.
Yeah, but this is more thematic. Yes,
This is more interesting.
Ben,
sorry, I'm fiddling
I'll
with my...
take my
Okay.
check.
Force save me! He makes it.
Alright. You do successfully backpedal at the last second, just as the whole rack comes...
Okay, let's see here. What would be a good thing I can use?
I will say, especially because I spent 2 despairs on this, and you rolled 2 despairs, there is now an obstacle between you and the assassin droid.
Great.
'Cause, yeah, you
Okay.
got cut off, basically.
Wait, wasn't technically I on the opposite side? Or
Yeah, you're on the
am I-
opposite end. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
You guys could run around. It's just at that end, between Kavis and him, there's now just a pile of crap and rubble.
Difficult terrain.
Oh
Okay,
no, a
let's
shelf.
look here.
2 shells.
That one really doing.
Also, by the way, stealth is fucked now.
Yeah.
If the automatic gunfire didn't fuck stealth, the collapsing a couple of storage shelves fucked stealth.
That's fair. Those are 2 despairs.
Okay,
tried.
let's see here.
Like, you maybe could have gotten away with the rocket misfire and the auto fire, but
Yeah.
the loud, the end of the world clanging. Anyway, yes, Marth, you know what you're doing with your advantage?
I'm just looking at this.
You take any strain?
I actually have 4 strain.
You could heal up some of that, or all of it if you so choose.
I think I'll heal to that, and then I'm going to look at this. Can I actually do this situation? Nearby power conduit discharges on target character.
No, you were... Well, actually, yeah, you were targeting him. I guess you could.
Yeah.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
You did break everything.
He does not have
I
resilience,
don't
but he does
care.
have
This
forward.
guy probably has infinitely in 1 prawn.
It's average, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
This
fuck me, green
goes
dice.
first.
They don't fuck me. He's fine.
Yeah.
He takes the strain.
Cool.
Okay.
Top of the round. Oh, not top of the round. Next
Next
PC.
PC slot.
I go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So Aramaa, who is on the opposite side of this, will step in powerfully. Stomps the ground right next to him, like dust shatters, settled, and she's just gonna give this thing the fucking the punch, the fucking punch.
Punch?
Oh, no. Sorry. I missed. You're on the opposite end of the entire shelfway from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kavis was fighting the
So-
other guy at the other end who jumped in front of him.
Okay, so I still have to
So
make a move.
this
Okay.
is-
Oh, yeah, no, you definitely have to move.
This feels
You
like
can
medium
easily run
range.
around, but yeah.
Since I have Swift, does that negate it as difficult terrain, or is it actually an obstacle I actually have to make a skill check over?
You'd have to make a skill check over it, yeah. It's
What?
like a full obscuring terrain, basically.
All right, cool. Well, I will fucking wall run then, I guess.
Alright, make me a... there's some debris and shit in the way. Make me a hard coordination check really quick.
Our coordination.
Yep.
Here we go. Roll. Yeah.
And in this case, I'm going to say you're not going to... Well, you could maybe roll some really good advantage, but by default, you're not going to get your free engage.
Very well done.
You are running down a whole hallway.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
I use the force and I get 2 success.
Yes, you
so-
force wall run.
Mm-hmm.
And just clank, 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 clank. Go run to the end of the shelving. You run over Camo. Over Boots. Over Skirk. Over Kavis. Jump over the rest of the debris and land on the other side. And then you see, oh hey, there's that droid there.
All right. I will spend 2 strain to move into engaged. Let me make sure I mark that real quick before I forget, because Lucky has forgotten sometimes.
And then activate punch.
Yes, and then she will now powerfully step in and unload her
Okay.
fist.
Now this guy's probably fucked. Like the only thing that saved him from being fucked is that Kavis didn't roll any goddamn success and rolled double the spares.
Yeah.
It was impressive, honestly. I would say, Marth always rolls kind of impressively.
One
Yeah.
way or the other.
It's 2 upgrades, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
adversary 2.
Adversary 2. All right, just making sure.
Adversary Twade. Whew, wow.
We're almost done.
No, it's fine. I believe you will succeed.
11 pierce 3.
Do you want to do the
Wait,
do
did something?
success?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Like, because it suddenly appeared, I got lost for a second. So I have 1 advantage, 2 light, 2 dark. I will just go with 2 success. That's 10 pierce 3.
Yep. Okay. Pierce 3 knocks his soak down to 4. So he still takes 6. That is still 20 out of 19. Please roll a crit. This guy's only got 1 crit, so it's only plus 10. Unless you got vicious on that. I think I do. Crush hand.
Yeah, vicious
crush.
and crush cons.
Unless you want to call.
vicious
Technically, I
three.
think you can call your shot even on the he's dying crit, but also this is you've taken out the nemesis, so
Nah, I'll let fate decide.
All right. Let the fates decide.
Oh, it's only 2.
You just punch it in the brain, and it falls over. Since that last one had bleeding out, by the way, it's totally fucked.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna slowly leak oil and droid use and die.
Ah,
Yeah.
This one is technically salvageable.
Yeah. If we wanted to keep one.
why?
I'm saying if we were.
I was thinking
Well-
more of like you're thinking if it's gonna come back and get you again, like a boogeyman,
Yeah.
No, no, we
like
need,
how nemesis
we need,
do.
we need more boogeymen.
All right. Okay, you guys caused a lot of ruckus. Would you like to go try and find your clone buddies?
Yeah, we
Yes.
should end. We
Heal
should
strain.
see what we can.
Oh yeah, you should roll the recover strain and counter did end.
Oh, yeah.
It was incredibly stressful. A guy shot a rocket at you.
Yeah. I would say that crit was kind of like, holy shit, wait, I can do that.
That was pretty good. I'm actually quite shocked you rolled that low. I was expecting
I was
him to
saying-
like
I was
you to get
expecting
like
you to,
the,
break out the
I
cap.
think it's plus 150. He's
Yeah.
fucking dead, dude. And I was ready
expecting,
for like, yeah, no, you just cut him in twain. He's fucking dead, dude.
I was expecting, yeah, like it's like a fucking Super Bowl runs the finisher where like you can see your face through the cut person. But
All right, anybody else? Anybody else rolling? Recover strain.
I rolled.
Yes.
Heal 4.
Yeah, quick second.
You also heal any wounds you might have. I think probably Aramaa. I don't think you took any.
I didn't take any this time.
So
Yes.
that-
I heal a
Alright, use
whole
recover
1
strain.
wound.
As
Sorry,
wild
one
as this
strength.
combat was, it actually went fairly smoothly.
Nah,
Yeah.
it had. I used an FFG stat block, so obviously it sucked.
this is
Yes.
Omega's weekly strike at FFG.
Listen, they make great games. Their NPC design is usually bad, and their only excuse is, well, your GM could just make it better. I'm like, well, what if I didn't make it better out of
What
the
if I
book?
didn't want to? What if I was only
Um,
random encounter tables?
Well, I don't know about that. There's no random encounter tables. I'm just thinking, like, okay, then why did you... If you... it's just the classic game design thing of, like, I get what they're going for. The point is not that enemies are, like, super cool, crazy maniacs who outshine the player characters, but there's always just the problem of just basic fucking skill spread. Like, literally no evil character has vigilance ever, which is like, okay, so they never roll good in initiative, so the players all go first and die, and then you guys wrote all the rules so the players are constantly getting stronger and stronger and make everything die?
How crazy are like the big like named enemy character, like big like?
And they're not even that crazy. They're all the same. It's like they've done some weird things, like they statted Darth Vader and then they statted his armor and his lightsaber separately, so like if you use all those optional rules together, yes, Darth Vader is kind of a killing machine, but they're spread through like 2 or 3 source books now. It's very weird. It's very weird how they handle a lot of this stuff. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've tuned other things.
You made
But
some
yeah,
good
so you guys are running through. You're running around. You're trying to explore, and you guys find the next storage area. You open it up, and you find that it's actually kind of like a makeshift prison cell area. And you see, some Republic Navy officers. You see some clones. They kind of look up at you, and then they shout, "Watch out!" as commando droids with rifles and energy shields kind of spring down from the ceiling around you, holding guns to you, and that's where we'll smash cut to end.
Gotcha. All right,
So,
like,
I'm going to call it 15 base EXP. You guys
All right,
found the sentry, you guys found the clones, and you guys defeated those assassin droids who jumped you, so we'll call it 15 base. But I will say that Boots definitely gets his motivation,
I was trying to get it in for him, yeah.
because Boots definitely was playing up his concern about his clones and stuff.
The boys! Save the boys! Oh, I don't know if I actually
here?
did. Wait, actually, let me double check here. People are counting on me.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'd say I'm gonna say it. I make sure that I was faffing around enough to make sure that the boys had enough time to look around to find everybody. I would say so. Me playing
Yeah.
up the surprise for public inspection, I think, hits the motivation.
Yes.
I think I've done my thing to be like, I've been doing.
Well, yeah, you were given a task and you stayed on it, off on your own. So,
Yeah.
that's a solid
I'm
one.
just saying, I'm just saying lightsaber because I did at least one lightsaber swing, and then I also did.
Okay,
12
I mean, you
damage.
can't get free XP just because you use your lightsaber.
Okay.
I know you have expertise, but no, that's it's just you just got one in. I don't think you went out of your way to like. That guy was like right up in your face. Also, technically, you if you're going for expertise lightsaber, you did almost kill yourself accidentally.
And you can't negatively get experience.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's 15 base. We'll probably wrap this up next time, and you can see what my NPC adversary design is like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
like
this
I said,
scheme of command.
even if we hadn't broken stuff, we were going to at least try and get the 4-man because
Yeah.
So
We have to bag them anyway. So
Well, yeah, I was kind of expecting some stuff, but yeah, no. This kind of makes sense because you guys kind of cause a ruckus, and then those droids are on alert, so they're ready. So we will start next time probably with the combat. So thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. All right, let's get on out of here.
woo!
See you next time for the exciting conclusion
Yeah.
of Star Wars Clone Wars.